Shira, Mamani Paya, the Foa, and Yanum. And Fanya Missoya, Jumana, Yami Besrayan, Abraya, Boya, Amoya Muraye, Abeya, Frianara, Amabeya, Frianara, Asitrebeya, Frianara, Amabeya, Frianara, Kamoya Muraye. Oh my baby, ne free and era. Abusuan show brano akasi ma be ti se inum na bodu ba ko ha Unity Radio 103.9 for the first time in about 25 years. Me signing in with all my panelists seated. Manucho Magandi is seated. Ken Kalusha is already seated. Na Ken Akwaba. I'm not question Manucho anim. Manu Akwaba. Ah, why Kalusha then? Oh, man, share. Okay. There be some casa for the first time. Mommy, you know, I seated. One of Muzo and Yako. Obiama in a draw for the Champions League. Yeah, Baba share and constitution, amending the constitution. Yentimi anim nkomo ankomo a hia Ghana for nipa bebre NDC has put through the call na and CPP mame no event say manager na ya janto right
yeah na ya janto
na ya janto ano na the CPP party more or less this is on dia on the down she's also made a call supporting the amendment of the constitution. Na ye bebo ne voice ama manfo etie ono so angular managina so a ode e cancer eno dan chen so a on the sporting front there are a lot of big headlines APP Cristiano Ronaldo enne ahmache ena Italy omu lead how many hours
minimum
6 ana
minimum 6
yeah Inti anajo bet say ya had 3 ahomachin ena ni agent George Mendes full plane fi England ko Italy ena one Juventus Cottenase say the client ne person ko Manchester City now Hurricane the end they dead
exactly 6
Hurricane the end they dead nti opeso ko City but ma Cottenase abonkoma report exclusively about say no headway now
Ronaldo to
City yeah George Mendes ne Juventus akushia enye oni City na a problem no the problem no say City for so muntu akapreba for transfer but they are ready to give Ronaldo 230,000 and this can okane so amame
yes
230,000 for 2 years.
It doesn't make sense amount to me. They are far apart.
I don't know if Ronaldo is desperate to leave Juventus or something.
You paid a lot of money, almost 100 million for him just on 2-3 seasons ago. So
yeah,
why will he go?
Almost per 25 million. Yeah. I'm even shocked at the be any age, no.
Yeah, age
any circumstances, and maybe clauses in his contract might play a role. But so far, no headway. Into Yabeshe and also Honsem na ability for UEFA Champions League draw Baso and the platform be also will be see Arsenal 4 share 6 nano and now be silent. Amonte ye kura se baby kura ye hu de kura Arsenal share 6. Auntie na just say Arsenal
match man training match ana.
The comment
Calling won't almost share 6 on board Calling Cup and run.
Yeah, but I'm busy training match.
That's a big news. Where's some big headlines?
Huh? No, some three. We all join the fight to unsettle us.
My own nimampa one pa ganim ganim because a manka.
Oh, how? I mean,
Calling Cup matches in Manka, but Arsenal share 6.
You think no?
Buying so bought 12.
Yeah.
In the German Cup, no. German pokals and then DFB pokal. Or bought 12. But Arsenal share 6.
No.
And Tom says Arsenal is back.
It's a Mickey Mouse Cup.
Huh?
It's a Mickey Mouse Cup. I don't consider it.
No, but the point is, Arsenal at least has won.
I personally don't consider it. But
Arsenal winning your first competitive game.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, For first degree analysis, we can agree, but yeah, in-depth analysis there. I mean, it's not a measure of the strength of the team. So because these are competitions. These are competitions meant for peripheral players.
So it means Uba is back.
These are competition meant for peripheral players. I mean, you can't call in Kappa. I don't think any team worth a salt to be playing with his first teammates. But I mean, it brings some confidence. It oozes confidence around camp. But
Mami Baso, she's in Oil City bound today. Oh
yeah,
Takrady, right?
She's coming home.
Hey, no coffee.
But one can no. You be choose so sad.
If you feel,
yeah. If you come Vienna, Benjamin.
I'm going
Vienna. Tadi Vienna.
Takrady, Vienna City.
Yeah, Vienna is all over Tema, Accra, Kumasi then. But Takrady no Tema.
I know person there be a crambo me citizen.
No. I said details. Details.
Kumasi their own coho.
Fiancé Adjaye be educate you for no.
Hey, now Adjaye educate you for efia.
Oh, but say modu by enso. Size na dey na say ntumi mfa.
Masa hwe you ne be chu de do.
You can't take the moon to go and give what you for. It should be simple and huge.
But in any ways, meaning say Vienna or Takrady.
Oh, Vienna or Takrady. That it has been there over 20 years. Yeah. They've done well. I mean, it's a franchise. A franchise system. The Vienna for my. Oh yeah,
Takrady.
And yeah, I mean, Nahabo City there. You need to 2 years.
Then they hope some mamia about run the line over. Minimum. Now the
Pantine is a bit off, but I'm still wondering because the hills are closer. Most of the mass in the ACC are people who. We want a man pon at the end, but I mean, if you a very good afternoon.
Okay, I'm more when you wish you were in Takrady.
That moment you understand.
No, but the point is, Mami Aba no nim Kalusha na eko nakrana nyewo. So what are you talking about?
Mami Aba dey say for me so. Obi have it
no.
Ayo.
No.
That's Mami Aba.
No. Kalusha.
Many problem.
I seriously disagree to
many
this.
Problem.
Say Kalusha say Mami Aba.
Many problem. Say Makase Mami Aba dey say for me so. No. Ma just many problem. Ma one and only Mami Aba. Mami Aba there. Na Aba chen or chen sort in crime. No oyeness. It's me no there.
Kalusha so on kasa.
Yeah. No comment is also a comment. I mean, any young Obeka. But Ronaldo, the end there, I mean, the more I read the story, the more I feel sad. I feel a bit of pity.
Yeah.
A player of his son should go through some of this harsh way. But at his age, people are playing in. I remember at 34, 35 now, the Chavis and Co decided to let me be liberal, like 35, 36 years. And I'm going to Japan, Saudi Arabia, but he still wants to be competitive at his age, at his prime age of 37. I mean, it puts him in that state. But Jurgisman, the super agent, I don't like his style. It's so, you see, on his type of agency here, he negotiates for himself before the player and the club. There's a gap. There's a big gap in disparities. But I hope he gets his money's worth. I mean, it will be good to get Ronaldo back into the EPL. I mean, to bring the glory moments. Maka said, I'm happy you gave that statistics last time. So since 2018, it has been the EPL. Overall, they will not be surprised if it's still the Spanish league because it's a 5-year cycle and the best league in the world. But it will be good to have some of these greats coming back to grace, at least to roost. The cock must always come back to roost after going out in the world.
Kalusha Kasabia. No, Ubano glued to your phones, are they? Anyway, Abusuafo emamu nyina kwa babiu yadamo say Mami Aba special good afternoon to you in Takrady. Letitia Yapoku Mami Aba who Connecticut. You also watching us live. I'm late Michelle ne makonta nyina openi ampofu Samuel Asare mipacho yamao ache because you are in the United States. We start to be precise with us. Ken Seto and so Ewosunyan so okay Seto.
I met him.
No, you didn't meet him, but he used to be said on no ball report, my no Space FM.
Okay.
He said, say general manager, so operations manager, BATV.
Okay.
Brown Halford
TV. On the multimedia and so on. I think I've seen.
Yeah. They are on there.
To be in there is not easy. So I mean, you have to pay dollars to really launch yourself. So.
Yeah, into our hobby. Into no. Okay. Abuzana, a little bit of sports because we have a big big news, sporting news around. I know beche Cecia Hurricane. It's deemed 100%.
Settled. It's committed to.
Yeah, £100,000 sterling increment.
Yeah.
What has it?
For deciding to stay.
Yeah, or 300.
Yeah.
It's only 100 back or 400.
Improved contract or
not improved contracts.
Contract remains.
For staying. Yeah, for staying.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow. Just for compensating for staying. But it's good. It's good. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe he's had his egos and expectations met. Seeking no content is kind of, why not? I mean, trophies can always wait. Football is a cycle.
Yeah.
But then can Ethiopians wait gravely for Ronaldo to join City? The commitments are there, but the disparities in agreement. Maybe to just pan out well.
Yeah. By M. 20 for him saying we have a bo, you have 90s. Until so we used to have Mura down so any down auto repairs my force and can't just say stay hydrated. Manuchu wet or type paper.
Yeah.
And also per wet nyoma. Until hydration on very agro. Until stay hydrated. No monsieur more. And then we have a ball will be in the 90s. Until yana washano so. And then you know, she sounds a ubana a yana moy.
It's up and doing. Very much.
We will go as high as Cecilia crowd temperature near 87, but it feels like 94.
Wow.
Yeah. Until you ever call as high as 93. Until you can imagine when we get to 93, I bet feel it is 97.
Wow.
Yeah. Until we are and then move.
Yes,
Akonta Worcester.
Yeah, my life echo. My lifetime Akonta.
Numbers who say Akonta for not doors.
No. I'm doors, but we a lifetime Akonta. Once an Akonta, always an Akonta. The sweetness alone won't let me forget him for the rest of my life.
Echo crowd team, man, you right?
United is killing him.
Yeah, United.
Let them go.
Ono kra catch him say Chelsea no ma me fa wonka ho
yen kan hwe anka ma o ka hwe
wakunta no o catch him say Chelsea no me fa wonka me kan say so be
no be na kan kama ade wu nimbi akunta rivalry me kan share political it shows that football brings rivalry in men
o se me fa wonka ho kra
kan kama we wo wonka ho bi agro we wo bi salary fe me amiko bi ni so ma me nko ba
so me fa wonka ho
so my you there na remember Chelsea they have to be in there. I mean, it's good to know within the enemy circles what they are plotting.
Oh, okay. Okay. That justifies a course.
Enemies used advisedly, not enemy as in box to box. I mean, if to be in bed with a woman, it's an enemy call because you have to perform. And so you lose it. I mean, enemy. But you should always see it as a battle. Moving as a battle for survival. That makes you a man. A man is built for war.
Who can show the home?
A man is built for war. Enemy that's love shading kind of enmity.
Okay.
And yeah, you say we know. I mean, when as a battler, you always prepare, and sometimes you win, even when you are losing. It's an enemy back on our work. It's a very good morning to Akonta for life.
Akufo-Addo.
Yeah. Yes. Akonta for life. I saw a family Akufo one of these days. I mean. This weekend I'm off, my friend. You have to go and sport things over there. Long time I met the family.
Okay, no. You have share sporting news. And yabo ano edi bremo. But Oprah Winfrey see and Kancho say she knows for sure that what she dwells on is who she becomes. And Young Kancho said, what you dwell on, it's what you become. And only a word of motivation which I reach you to school 65 James Street Adaruma and I bro time ninti you move straight na ye dia good yun some ayabo no dia to also e ban sa na dia sadaka say e ma adwumaku I friend say Ash Pharmacy inua be ma sam say o prescription no e ready ye de be bro free on your capreba nti you are short of free delivery with Ash Pharmacy. Ibacho yawo 1067 Main Street. Frame 508-980-7111 508-980-7111. Obeko Ghana now here say o pani bi o immunize ho ni nano ye bi ana o flu shot any type of shot bi ana say immunization shot bi ano so oba yen ho Ash Pharmacy be will be prescriptions no say dem aka fafa ho e ready a ye ma o original line mum en ha ho ye de be bro ye de asra kese ma asama trading say ne o pedwa di na wo bo won kwan aye ofro yes ho a Braho ewo 1084 Main Street Asama Street in so Etaichi ene da gudi onsem bro and a Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon Big Olu enso Taichi ene da gudi onsem e de bremo se ba no se ene uyu bi a pacho peso UT no anim da ho a bra Olu ho obesiesiu na bibia nso atumi ato kwam e de amount UEFA Champions League draw ekoso ene na sanso ena yano da ncha Cristiano Ronaldo ene Juventus ene Manchester City hunsam wa ha Mbappe ene Real Madrid ene PSG enso hunsam e wa ha Kedzuma to West Ham or yen medical he started the medical this dawn ti Kedzuma Manucho na me say Kedzuma wouldn't have been a better player for Arsenal.
Yeah, he will. I like him a lot. I
don't know why Arsenal, because somebody who is aggressive.
I mean, you need
25
for
25
defense,
million pounds sterling.
For defense, you always need a Russian tanker and a Ferrari. He brings the Russian tanker parts, the Caballo, the village kind of feeling. Then you need another cool-headed person around him. See, I agree. So Pablo Marini holding money at the end. I think I will go for Kedzuma on any given day. We saw him.
I wonder why Arsenal didn't, because Kedzuma made Chelsea turn on, honestly speaking.
But you see, clubs have egos. Sometimes, not because Chelsea does not want him. Sometimes they also want to cap their own, which I sometimes agree. The inside the best if that club say Chelsea in par, Arsenal for Chelsea in par. You are competing in the same way. But
one says sometimes to say be your Honsu so be in penal kofa. You make them good.
Yeah, once a while, but I mean the Willian situation has come.
Look at Matthew Kovacic. Me feel say Real Madrid this year so common turn because if you say Luka Modric is aging. And Tinka Modric be perfect fit for a Kovacic be perfect fit for
once a while it's okay, but all the time I'm not just say tried in the past, it didn't help. They get disillusioned and sometimes they don't do well for us now. Willian is a shining example.
No, Willian, they sign on a contract and a Willian cried and a Chelsea panel. Or Petre and a Chelsea money too. But wait, I don't even see why Chelsea is so fixated on Julius Conde now. Until we getting rid of Zuma.
Zuma is sometimes hothead, but you 2 feet in your age, he's never under pressure.
But tough matches. Team of me robust. They say Bentley money are there.
Yeah, you use him. He's a workaholic.
Zuma,
in the 18, he's unplayable. I mean, he decides to play.
Me Chelsea, I'm not happy they are selling him. Honestly,
he was a protege. I mean, Intelligent got a better part of him. I agree, but I think as a club, maybe the egos are not helping. Play some weaklings. I mean, Pablo Marini.
Yeah, because we share their Lukaku, the defenders now.
Exactly.
Lukaku cannot bully Zuma like that.
Yeah.
Zuma owns a bad area.
His length is craft. Yeah, what Chelsea can craft to learn from the big boys. In principle, I agree. Anyway, it's too soft. I mean,
25 from Sweden good. They make Chelsea sell players sometimes. Anyway.
Yeah, as recruitment when Papa. I mean, I do with all apologies, but I think he's 130 million, but the noise is not even on us because he hasn't done any substantive time.
That's exactly my point.
All is a spot you saw, a brilliant spot in Lokonga, Lokonga, but save that. And I agree, I will go for Kedzuma as a person, but sometimes I talk generally as a club there. Their egos get a better part of them that we can't just be a dumping side if a club badly does not want to offload the player.
Okay, Abuja for Mamu na chen ya aseda ma we dey quickly and getting into the issues. Agude unsama no pa ya bobo no yemfangu ma quick na yenhwe said the ensem no so esi airco na said the mechanic for the most part and they will be dwelling foreign land, but the tier any say Alaji Gruza say opeseke Pfizer o flow 2 shares na said the flow 2 shares no kra Alaji si nya de onimie unza Alaji the best school sama ono kanda bia was say wanya akwanya antimi anko school na mom oyusunity I say I use my head na any bankroller of Kumasi based sensational Pfizer Alaji Karim Gruza at exclusive say to Rainbow Sports Togbe Afedi board chairman and mostly young can say owner of Accra Vogue, right? Because my shares is
very huge majority shareholder, so at least he controls.
Also Obebua ono Alhaji Karim Gruza also a promises of support to na flow to the shares of Pfizer. Gruza any Rainbow a brand friend say Isaac Walanyo Wallace and Ekasa and this answer no and so to Idra until Gruza person flow to shares until back out to pay who will be the second Kalusha also Toby because only Gruza a fine from Kumasi na now sa pecking Pfizer na and also the as a majan some country woman ucho sa sama o kan ye no Afutu Adema no wate. I say I'm working on my weight, but I feel young. Now, former Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan has said he's working on his way to enable him return to the field and deliver as he has always done. Now, Gyan, who plays for Legon Cities, has not been in the best of shapes after he returned home to play in the Ghana Premier League. Obekaya, Legon Cities cry echa the contract musa omuntumi no enye adwuma bio. Oni Accra-based TV3 Enana Ekasa and I say he feels young and express confidence of returning to the field once he works on his weight. Asamoah Gyan say Ade I'll be working on his weight. Now I'll be back into the game. Now I'll be Ade oye no pa and also any DNA or they atumi ababetu idwa nti na chese and also edia ababetu idwa.
In 2012 he bought nearly 40% shares in Atofok to be the single majority holder until nearly 40% stake in
actually so South Obika ho.
Yeah.
Actually so South Obika ho and na I Thomas events Dr. Nyao Thomas Klomoni Ademokasa as a team they say the opposite offer no yeah.
Because
anyway we know so no majority.
Yeah, July 2020 report.
Okay.
July 19, 2020. Now I say he owns about 40% of the stake.
Okay.
I mean
Kwesi Apia.
One person realized 10 million Ghana cedis, but we are 2.5 out of the floated shares.
Kwesi Apia. So okay, Kwesi Apia.
Yeah.
Kwesi Apia, former Black Stars coach, former Black Stars captain.
Yes.
Kwesi Apia say ane there will take a break from coaching. Na wa ho make akra. Wa it say of course sabbatical leave to say there Pep Guardiola mo eye ni bi na sama oye interview no odi etudwa ene say was Ghana coaching manucho wo untumi coach for 1 year. Was it pressure nano dini? Was it there's too much pressure coaching in Ghana? Of course Sudan ni adeno. Oshe hona entesa omte ball nasi they give you the opportunity, the free hand to do what you like. But Ghana, hey, support a crabbecher player for the ball. And I know they and just say so unstructured. Say everybody can tell you their mind and what they think. Wow, ya dia jumana shons and ye mo buo say okra no say bi wo nimdie bi obetumi yenya na ye wadwuma o se pressure wo Ghana coach him ne de ohun bi da but I say I can decide to come back into coaching at any time, but I'm not willing to come in now. It may be a call to work for Football Association as technical director, but I think I need to rest because here I say pressure na no den nti sesi ane de waba obehome na eno so edia ifirifie atumi ababeto idwa enso so ewo eno no na former Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Masaudi Didi Dramani unzo one of the celebrated few coaches in Ghana. The Ghana Maba wano ne and waya de na wasi okama Ghana fo nyina ati say ono I'm a fan. Ex Kotoko coach Masaudi Dramani confesses unconditional love for phobia. Also no a phobian fan. Umzo aya adwuma ma Kotoko de wa isi de ba no credit da ha na waka ono no oye phobian fan. Odo has chain bibia and only Masaudu Didi Dramani and so asama ode ababetu idwa nti na chese eno de no nti say de menye sure say asama akokan kotoko foko epekucha on be fan bio and also any bounce Ghana ya na weird.
Yes
because when you declare love for one team and then we are moko fanu kra we win mikasa na na 1.5 the current CEO almost a phobia ni o ya has ni mko na be do be say team
coach they want me enye we say do team bi because san kwa na wo other bencher omo bo make say tactical be bank to mama show.
It's a big debate. But I agree to that assertion because African game in developing
that mental
psychological. Why will you even say this? You should be a professional. I mean, you are there for the Rafa Benitez. He was dying for Liverpool, and actually you at the other side.
Chelsea at him.
So professional
Chelsea fans start time now. Liverpool Everton fans almost a demonstration. But still the ownership didn't mind.
So for him to go, we can say grow. I mean, he's doing his job, but he has where his biases are. I mean, be a team up, but will you accept that? Even journalists cry, you always under the stake. What's your naga say me heart in the way analysis cry Ghana for man count. We are Kotokoni. So me Ghana.
Bibi ankoya. When the Kotoko Boni be cry, Bibi ankoya magazo waton match no crama has because we declare so perhaps.
Exactly. So So such genuine truthfulness, you know, it comes with a price, but maybe he's prepared to pay.
But maybe I know so. You're not just say so or Denmark.
Yes.
Maybe you're better than Denmark. Come back and be a coach media.
But then
then no under 20 near the national team.
No, like club football, not just maybe heart. With him. Yes. That's why people to be a mudding we are sent. I want them next or a mole in the dressing room or what? Because I mean. It's open for debate, but I think it shouldn't spoil anything. We should grow. Say, me heart at heart, and say my sense of Kotoko should not be appreciated unless somebody can punch holes that your decision is beer. You can see that biases in the man, yes, sir. But for me, it should be just be let's follow. Mommy and Shadan is also support.
As a Majan say Black Stars coaches are more bar. Mammy doctor, Miami Abema, doctor, Dennis. Okay. Dennis Bermaba.
Dennis Lumba Bonnet, Dr. Dennis Abigail and Manfred, popularly known as Fosu. A day milk dog, my woe, me brony, a fame, me pewa sempa, who are bonya no chadi penty.
On chadipa.
And
no voice at Tosupa.
Oh, yes.
Voice nice smooth.
Yes.
We throw it on the honey and
Alexander. Some honey and banana syrup. Honey banana syrup.
Kengaluja also or leki bibi.
Honey banana syrup.
Leg
it. Honey banana syrup. What drink here? I bet you you have to lick it. Yeah, out smooth voice. I mean, by man should lick. Why use?
As a Majan say officer or Black Stars in a coach. Or any best pa. Coach. I friend say Claude Leroy.
Yeah, very
or
good
no,
coach.
and any best coach. Since he's been at the Black Stars, and no, and in summer Asamoah Mensah-Jan. And so they are about to Idwa. Yankoshe foreign sports, foreign land, and some big in an APP. Cristiano Ronaldo. See, I mean, say Cristiano Ronaldo, Juventus. At the about to say, almost say they would sell. They won't keep him against his wish and his will, but unless their demands
25
are met. Until Manchester City into me match ready omope. Now Juventus have told Cristiano Ronaldo they are willing to sell him this summer, but only on their terms. Portugal forward Ronaldo still has a year left on his contract. His future has been the subject of increasing scrutiny, and he was left out of the starting lineup for the club's opening Serie A match with Udinese. Ronaldo's agent Jorge Mendes has spoken to several major European clubs about potentially signing him, including Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain. It is understood Mendes was summoned to Juventus training ground earlier this morning for a meeting with senior club figures, including Vice President Pavel Nedved, Chief Executive Maurizio Arrivabene, and Sporting Director Federico Cherubini. Mendes was told all situations remain possible for Ronaldo, but that Juventus will not sanction the departure of a player they signed for £99.2 million sterling 3 years ago if no transfer fee was involved. Ronaldo is known to be frustrated at how his move to Juventus from Real Madrid has turned out to be. And he said, Manchester City were willing to take Ronaldo, but obviously they don't want to pay any fee. Juventus say no, hell no, not on our terms. And also they are about to Adjaye and so on. Na yeka Pep Guardiola and Manchester City in so asem no. Na Pep Guardiola any Brazilian television be edin komo ye from ESPN Brazil.
Yeah.
And all they are to Adjaye was sign contract was a
was
sign contract on the City.
News, yeah.
Was signed 2 years until
2023.
22 and 23. Yeah. Now I see Owia obe free Manchester City and a club football mo or manage club be abio obe ko sabbatical. Now if we are no coaching national team and on Bizan say would you want to coach Brazil? Or so fantastic Brazil, champions, they always want to win. They have players, they are always favorite in any tournament they go.
Coach way
now one
Cabra Ghana no more than Ghana I say West Brom no fine league house.
Into Pep Guardiola say after Manchester City the contract expire in 2023 if you hold the league you move there okay na see Chelsea you be there hene Pep Guardiola na ha adwene over onko eti was 2023 we are no ko nyade a obekochi club bia ebio na eno so ede eno no Real Madrid they say ekwan a PSG afaso ne omo deal on Mbappe no enye fair PSG for buofu say Real Madrid atapo Mbappe na all from last year nyina no omo starting Mbappe kasa enti dia omo ye no enye ne kwan so no owura friend say Florentino Perez enso a rebacked Nasma can say also they did the right thing. Tapo play Mbappe in Casanya She. The player no who say from the Nkwala Brim and was in the dream this about Real Madrid. And almost feel said this is the timer. Here striker into once or a player or the desire to play for Madrid and almost a pursue no. Now almost Florentino Perez as some of the two are so crying say the offer no 132 million pounds sterling no come PSG no. PSG response from the Brom no. It was rude.
Yes.
It was rude. Now PSG so say Sika Bema Mbappe akọ Real Madrid 222.
Yeah.
I say
222 million euros. Yes. They should forget.
Almost
on the free. I mean,
almost
a player with just a year left. I mean, sometimes a club you go sometimes takes a better part.
Yeah.
They don't want to be seen as a selling club, so you go on the free. It's a contract. You complete, you walk away. And they always knew it to come to an end till the extent. And so I think that's what is at play here. Like we said, 222, 22 no crowd has a summer bravo for life. 200 and come find
222 million euros. Now Paris Saint-Germain won 222 million euros, 188 million pounds sterling from Real Madrid for Mbappe, Le Parisien and Diaba Man City, and so enrollee outsigning Cristiano Ronaldo according to ESPN. Amunim say earlier on Pep Guardiola time ana Kenya meka say onko babiano Pep Guardiola eka say any city for be clear air say nya dia mo pursue Ronaldo, but after their failed attempt to sign Kane and after the omo attention na Ronaldo. So Ronaldo agent George Mendes says he's keen to leave the touring side and has been looking for a club who are willing to pay the 25 million transfer fee for the 36-year-old and take on his wages, which City are ready to do. And Sky Sports the City say they are ready to do. In fact, initially no, almost I know the man George Mendes and they only Juve directors no share training grounds. Na City say signing on fee, but they will match the wages because Juve also wants Ronaldo out. They want to free that space because the wages no son. Until now, City feels you want him out, we will take the burden for the wages. So why charge us extra? But
I'm sad for Juve.
And Juventus have realized City are desperate because they failed with their priority, their primary target.
They need Ronaldo to boost them for the Champions League.
And which
they need Mr. Champions.
Mr. Champion. And which, if Guardiola doesn't win, people cannot say he was very successful at City.
Yes, of course.
Even though we're winning,
you call it relative success.
3 Premier League trophies in 5 seasons.
Yes, relative success. I mean, it can be measured, but not overall success. But whichever way is good for a city like a club.
Daily Telegraph say a woman's Hurricane bekan rase onko bebia ayampa onko bebia but a bufo unya papa friend said Daniel Levy hono enya ade eko so still upset now still on Hurricane Tottenham Hotspur say say wakaso betina no omo be increasing wages. But exclusive report to chere say Hurricane any omo tena ase kasa na deal ni nyina aka ho bi enti na ma afedi oso onko bebia no. But Tottenham for Babontin be manesimu say omo no na ama ne omo increasing wages, but actually na all football de ba say Ronaldo your friend say Kane e demand say omo man nko de a eseso omo contract na wo no omo tuni sikem nti 100,000 pounds sterling more ena ene omo de ama Hurricane aka ne sika ho nti Kane if all goes on well there na just oba beji
330.
This is what you saying.
230
into budget 330. Yeah, I'm crowd there. Now be must 400,000 pounds sterling. And no babeji. Into nature say, and no there, and also about to anti Hurricane. Obenya improved wages for staying with Tottenham, and also Pep Guardiola. Near Brepe, Mikel Arteta. Enko Mikel Arteta. You see, Mikel Arteta is not in immediate danger of losing the job, according to Kaaka from Independent. Despite the Ghana's poor start to the Premier League season, former Chelsea boss Antonio Conte has been linked with replacing him. But according to Independent, normally or up to October, to save his job. In Tianoso Edia Ababitu Idja.
It's not immediate, but there's still
immediate. I'm saying man 5 games to save his job.
Barcelona October.
Barcelona some more be international break. Once after third week, you know. Third international break. Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have both expressed an interest in signing Manchester City's Portugal midfielder Bernardo Silva this summer. Both clubs are set to favor a loan deal for the 27-year-old. Now, Atenti. Okay, anyway, but Bernardo Silva MCS was on pass now. Because in such players, now why is City even selling Silva?
Yes.
Is he not that good? I don't even understand why Chelsea didn't even go for him.
I mean,
but
maybe
you need
keeping a lot of creative players, they feel it doesn't make sense. They need to
why Arsenal?
Arsenal needs. Arsenal has no player like Silva. I mean, they should be choose for Smith Rowe, Odegaard.
Yeah, no, Tata. Why couldn't Tata? But they say now I'm open on a player, but Tata could have convinced him. Come, let me build a project around you, just like David Silva and Yaya Toure.
I've not really been a believer in that too much. If the player makes that first overtures that I don't want the club. As a club, you sometimes
manager sometimes they do and they come and they become successful.
Yeah, sometimes, but you see, especially when the club is on a downward spiral. See, then you sell the project to him, but they will be disillusioned. He can't play well. These are soft-minded boys. It's a minimum there.
I think Atata could have used his influence, being there with him all these years.
Arsenal was stressed to keep a player who.
And Rakradi beto abonte say omoni AC Milan. On AC Milan, I agree personal terms.
Yeah,
and I'm like, AC Milan. For Bernardo Silva, some Milan so it's on downward spirals. But anyway, more to qualify for Champions League. More qualify for Champions League.
Yeah, that's not the situation is worse. I mean,
Willian Arsenal is trying to secure a move to Corinthians, according to the Sun. Until Willian, it's almost a gone player for Arsenal after just 1 year. UEFA Champions League draw. Ebaso ene. Said the Eddie kan akano na Osha said the ECT na aka about 29 minutes na Michael Matata Bison Asian ene Branislav Ivanovic na omu atimi astati eyi balls no yemfa to achieve for him say program yi koso no ano ye the live draw no be mamo teams no ye yi a be mamo hu baby obia ewo in course of the program. He says there were a lot of soccer fans omo ehwe jumadi nti ye de ninina abebrem abra program no course no. But before that yen konkohwe said ye enhyehyɛ no esi etie in terms of port no baby obi ada port A, port 1, port 2, port 3 any port 4 na yemfa no nyina emamona munhu sa okohwe port 1 Chelsea ni dikan Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, Man City, International Inter Milan no Bayern Munich and Lille and Sporting Lisbon. Port 1 teams are mabobo mudi no omuntumi nhia omo. Teams in the same port cannot be drawn against each other. And teams from the same country can also not be drawn against each other in the group stages. Into port 1, Bayern Munich into many Chelsea in share, Chelsea into many Man City in share, Atletico Madrid, any teams, Inter Milan and boom. The port 2, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Sevilla, and Dortmund. Port 2 rather looks like port 1.
Yeah.
Port 2 looks like port 1.
Exactly. Because
strong teams. Into what it means in this teams now were port 1 no Chelsea betumi ehia obia wo port 2 with the exception of Manchester United and Liverpool because omo fi kuro back onto mutumi ehia into Chelsea betumi ehia Real Madrid, Chelsea betumi ehia Barcelona, Chelsea betumi ehia Juventus, Chelsea betumi ehia Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea betumi ehia Sevilla and Chelsea betumi ehia Borussia Dortmund. Into ba sana akwakoye Atletico Madrid will be any of the teams in the port 2 with the exception of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Okay, port 3, FC Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, Monaco for Adjaye Manucho.
Yeah.
Omoni Shakhtar Donetsk. First leg, Omubono France.
Yes.
And Omulusu 1-0. Monaco lusu home.
Exactly.
1-0. And Amukwa win.
Yeah.
First half come to me as 5.
Yeah.
Joking. Yeah. Captain no. Say shed that was any didn't cry. Be that. On the shade 2 goals no.
Jeda.
Yeah. He could have scored like Onunkwa personally could have scored 4 goals and 2 goals no share and it was easier than the two goals he missed.
Yeah.
Almost share 2-0 first half. Omunimzo mawi. Confirm be tete kan 2-2. You free.
Whoa.
It was Monaco, a painful loss.
So we catch on one no musum. Mbappe catch on said a Jokers League, then they'll be crying.
Enra.
How can you just sit 2 goals up and still lose out? Go away, score 2.
Just a 2-0 no Michel Manu. Me see they could have scored 5 in the first half. Only in the first half.
Yes. But that's what football is about, the throws and spills.
And Rami Aminye Monaco fan next time here. Honestly, because we are football fan, now read the manner in which they bowed out.
It's very painful.
Yeah, and Shakhtar Donetsk.
That thin line between celebrating and crying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Leipzig, Salzburg, Benfica, Atlanta, and Zenit. Group Pot 4, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge, Young Boys, Milan, Malmo, Wolfsburg, and Sheriff. Are they making their bow in the tournament? Sheriff, anyway.
Modena team first time
Moldova.
Yeah. Okay, and Manu, let me start off with you. Yanko sports. Oh yeah. Obey me person me here only Kalusha the octopus pa. I was drawn him.
I used to be called octopus. I was very slippery. I will enter right away. You have no idea. Baby a trop. In the SS2, that was my nickname, Octopus. James the Octopus. Yeah, from James.
Kalusha, are you okay?
Yeah. From James.
Yeah,
after my first house to do start to flow shares. I mean, it's a positive news to hear because Osha had to folk were also on the same soup. Now decided some floaty shares, and now they are in their bid to conquer the rest of Africa.
Oboima's men chairman, Emmanuel Opon, Oboima.
But
you be Shambiano, be some Manucho.
This weekend I'll be all over the place. I'll spoil everywhere. I'll see him. He should meet me at everywhere, especially when there are beautiful ladies around. I'll be in their midst, so he should be looking out. He should be looking out for me.
Quite different.
What's actually?
Quite different.
Shakes.
The OTV, no.
Oh yeah, he's around. Says he's our politician. He tried the Winchi seat, a parliament.
Or a bono boy.
Yes.
Oh,
the Winchi or for the primaries. He did well. Minyashi.
Or say be content. Maybe we
Minyashi. I work out. Come as a member Kenya 10 years. Minyashi.
Maybe actually if you and must be content with what you have.
From me say Winchi seat. He nearly won. He was second. He was second on the league log.
About 11:35.
Yeah, auntie. Boy, my main film, you still look for me. A bevy of ladies. I'll be around. I'll be in that zone. Yeah, deciding to float shares like I'm not talking about for the suburb one. I think it's long overdue. Ghanaian clubs, self-sustaining clubs, it's very difficult. Clubs, because you ensure sure matches now. They don't work around pay team because it's a venture. I think he has been around. Here, club, it to me, groom players earlier. Alhaji Grusa has an eye for it.
The Eric Gauss,
exactly.
Chipses, exactly. A lot of players we can talk about.
You know, Sekufo at a point in time. Yes, Yahuza. Where is he now?
I don't know.
Yes, I mean, it should be good.
Players,
it should be good for people to put their money in there. It's a form of business. I'm sure that Tugba Fedes here. The reality is that it's called the shame, and if they decide to float hearts of Okobenya, it's back and bring more profits in there, and it's not a bigger. He has a bigger stake. It's good. Alhaji Grusa is looking in that direction. I'm only hoping that he understands the rudiments. Once you decide to do that, you need a board, and they make all the decisions for you. You don't see it as a personal property again, but it will be good. Direction to go. Say after hard it, we are seeing positive results. Sometimes you need to take advantage of your name to get some of this money to float in the club too. Because Siapia's coaching in Ghana is pressure. I'm surprised that this is a situation.
Not just pressure, but for too much pressure.
Too much pressure. You see, baby, no coaching national team. A club side now there, it doesn't come with all the... Yes, Kotoko. But you see, Okochi. No, but the point is national team.
Ghana, the Okochi national team manager say pressure club also watching club side.
Exactly. In America, send the pressure at the point he called Jiwa Ghana and then easy taxpayers' money. We just crossing president of the country. Somehow in the name of wanting you to do the job, and I say, what's the pressure? Obio tax has a stake in how the team goes. By the end of the day, your decision becomes final. You have your will. You have your way. So for me, it's a news of no news. Sika when you figure for not to want to pressure, and I'll do that job and take all the pressure.
Every good job that pays comes with pressure.
Comes with pressure, added pressure, not just pressure, added. I get your point. Yeah, pardon to say we sedimentary rocks here. The go. She says what So, but I mean, it shouldn't be saying this things. Yeah, metamorphic rock, sedimentary. Sedimentary, igneous rock. He's a mathematician. He deals with
social studies.
Exactly. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, no, Didi Dramani says it's a phobia. I think we've had enough discussion on it. I am not really utterly surprised. We need to encourage some of these things, and it shouldn't affect. But where we come from there, he should know that if sign his death warrant, if he ever wants to go to club football, I should consider Hearts of Oak and never Kotoko. I bet the impact for Beijing India. And Claude Rai is my best coach in the Blasters. I think that's Asamoah Gyan. He's played. He who feels it knows it. He's played under a lot of coaches and those who improved him. And the best moments, as a Claude Rai, you hosting here now, you nearly won the trophy na yen Tumenian Claude Rai. And Claude Rai, so the exploit in Africa there. He's more or less an African. Yeah. He's a French, but Cameroon, even in 88, Cameroon for Belgium Cup of Nations, he was there. It tells you that it's hostility when it comes to African terrain. I agree with Asamoah Gyan. If you choose a coach like Claude Rai, and it's a brilliant coach. He's one for the taking. He choosing him is not strange to me. Now, Ronaldo to City, I think, just like you said, it will be interesting to have him. I think Juve a bit on the losing side. 2018, they paid 100 million, almost 88 million pounds for him to come and help them win the Champions League. He did well some 2 occasions. They ascribed Yomu Fumini there. So I want to know more attaining where they wanted. In terms of attraction I think he's done well. He's made Juve attractive again, and they've made a lot of shirts.
Sold a lot of jerseys.
Yeah, in terms of jersey sales,
and he's scored a lot of goals.
Yes, so maybe Omumboka there, but
there's been goals everywhere Ronaldo has been.
Exactly, it's a fox. It's a fox in the box. He's a predator.
That will make City a tough team to beat.
Yes, and it will be good for their general image too. At least he can be talking to the little KSA Champions League I won on a good day. You know. By the far side, he will do the job for them. So I think City should do the honorable. You have money. I don't know where the Eagles are taking them.
You think City will be a better option than Hurricane in terms of goal manufacturing and production?
Ronaldo is a risk. I mean, one, he has tendinitis. Ronaldo was some incurable disease, but it doesn't affect his goal scoring. And so going forward, and he's growing, he's 36. People should pardon me, I thought he was older. He was born in 6 February 1985.
36, yeah.
I feel now he's still young, I mean, in terms of football, if the likes of
Ronaldo for 2 seasons. You don't think he will help Guardiola accomplish his goal of winning the ultimate before bowing out of club?
He showed, you see, he shows you be crap a year and achieve of a subscribe win to me. In that regard, you know, the expectations should be so high to think that getting Ronaldo brings the trophy home.
But so who share City?
It will help. Yeah.
Now share Juventus is here. When you say Juventus were the accoutrement.
Equipment.
To get Ronaldo to the next level than Juve, because Juve team
I agree.
I don't think Juve team yet as strong as City is now.
I agree, but you know, I'm a firm believer of the fact that to
bring a lot of services.
It takes a lot to topple it over, to turn somebody to toss somebody onto your bed. It takes a lot of effort.
From the Jack Grealishes, from the Kevin De Bruyne's, from Riyad Mahrez's, from the Raheem Sterling's, from the Ike Gundogan's,
especially
the creativity and
when they've been so close.
Yeah,
they've been so close.
I think Obe fantastic with City.
On paper, it looks superb, and moreover, they'll feed him, and he knows where to stand.
That's the point. Knowing where to be.
The positioning here, awesome. I mean, for everything, I agree that even United is taking a gamble with Cavani to be their top marksman for, because Bibiaye Duni experience. Lukaku very young, but his experience is being brought to bear. It will not be bad when you're Hurricane or you're Ronaldo. I think it's more like getting a 70-75% efficient machine in terms of
maybe Pep Guardiola would help me finish my 2 years.
Yes. So it will not be bad, and I think they should splash the cash for a Ronaldo. I mean, for all other things.
Are you not surprised that Juve is even demanding 25 million?
I'm not surprised because no, but the player has a year to work out this stage.
Mbappe I do 220 million.
The Arab money, they don't
PSG, City, they also have
exactly. But I can say Juve
and on the age,
the age in the biggest factor. I think it's age. I mean, getting him, he can only resell value.
Ronaldo for 20, only resell value.
No, but Messi for the free. I mean, at these ages, you give them very good money, and you don't take money as the player
Messi,
transfer
they signed a contract now. You think
Ronaldo too can run
if Messi was leaving last season, to say they're not person he would have gone for 25. No,
200.
Yeah.
But the point is that City also bag him. Really sorry to say, and I'm gonna say they know he will go on the free, so they have also a trump card there. Say by January they can sign a free contract with him, and Ronaldo so there won't because 6 months or be rusty and so say so why pay 25 million for a player with just a year left who can go on the free and you can splice the cash on him, you can turn his head with a lot of money like Messi did. I think that's what they're holding on to, but getting him now will help their cause.
They need him this year.
They need him. Ronaldo needs that fresh start. They also need a Ronaldo and you're back
because they feel Chelsea have strengthened, Man United have strengthened, Liverpool are back to their best. So they will need somebody up front to help their cause if they want to retain the title.
They need something, especially when Aguero has gone. Gabriel Jesus can't guarantee you anything proper.
Bernardo Silva is on the bench.
Yes, also you need an alpha male striker. I mean a potent one, just like
Kalusha Wade.
Yes, potent. You know the impotence can guarantee you kits. So virtually they need a player like Cristiano Ronaldo. But for Juve, I empathize with them that they need to get something out of him. Tell you 100 million less than 2018 year.
Okay.
Not on the free there.
Draw. UEFA Champions League draw. But Zuma to West Ham almost a done deal. Chelsea. Julius Conde is almost coming for 43 million pounds sterling.
Yes.
According to a report, and then Saul Niguez. It's also coming to Chelsea on loan with option to buy. But I see Manchester United person hijack his deal. So we'll keep our eyes on those deals.
Quickly on. Then I will. PSG want Pep wanting to leave club football. I think I read it. I felt a bit sad, but I think he's just 50 years. He's paid his dues to club football.
Mamia about the message biaba. I see Guardiola. Any day. I see Guardiola. Need the Guardiola. He will go and the Freds and kwa.
Your bank or behadjum pa and the type of woman
which is why sometimes we admonish Mourinho.
Yes, so what he did.
This is Roma ma Pep Guardiola 100 billion kra uncle Juventus Tottenham uncle da.
Yeah, yeses and no's because there are times to a big club that's not automatically guarantee success. The coach too must have some acumen. Because and you say we'll call a big club, I'll bet you call Brazil, I'll bet you World Cup. You still need your tactics to come to the table. But just like a add-on, it's just a new symbol.
Yes, but
Sikan na only gonna associate. What haven't they done for him? It's not enough. Yes, hold on, I understand that. He goes to clubs which are almost winning, but that's not nearly killing a bird doesn't make it fly away. So it's sad mission in that direction.
But he spent 1 billion, right?
About a billion and
pounds
over.
sterling.
Yes, but he has results. I mean, in terms of club football, there. I mean, 3 and 5. It's on.
Okay.
Now PSG, so I should say the tapping Mbappe punching on about punching through. You did the same thing.
Now, you know what is funny? Real Madrid they say Mbappe on PSG might also bump into their camp because Canwo into almost starting extended player be a contract.
Exactly. Say you bet pay on back in their own basic.
Almost Barcelona compare Marco Verratti.
Yes.
So okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Almost compare Marco Verratti and a PSG terms and I'm say team.
Exactly.
And almost 10 name ahead. Until Real Madrid started extending contract.
Well, once you have money, you don't. I mean, you know. I nearly said SHIT attract flies. Once you have it, they will come. It's more like when you have leaves at your fingertips, the goats and sheep run to you. So that's what is really happening in that regard. Yeah, I think that the Champions League draw. I mean, that's.
Mamenko Kalusha, we are know about for the draw. Yeah,
Kalusha. I'll talk about the draws. I mean,
a draw. Yeah, draws.
There'll be various draws.
UEFA Europa League no money. Into Champions League in.
Oh, so when you draw one ball, we put together. I said draws. 2 balls, 2 balls, 2 balls, 2 draws, 2 draws, 2 draws, 1 breast, 1 draw, 1 breast, 1 draws. Sanity.
Kaluja Yanko.
Alaji Guza floating of shares, you know.
Yeah.
I'm saying a long, it's been long overdue. Because and sometimes in a quite platform, so as not make us say Ghanaians in teams, you know. At least and Komenyo Bia Kwano. Ominyo Bia knew how to write a good proposals. What I say, no Ominyo Bia obey me. Who bet me lazy with agent, papa, team, no bet me value players now. You got Tom because many times because of Yanti and come good agent be a money lazy and can be pray a deal or the call South Africa and get be a Cascano Munya and Combina more than that. When I'm saying, and see what who say, maybe a house of folk, almost float to shells, supporters, maybe I'm called to you. Buy no man koyeno omutumi koye e kasa ma akaso folk omo baze back in the second round omutumi je leg no do fi say bibia akaso folk na eye nti oko togbe afadi ho na togo si togbe buame
togbe so be buame
togbe buame na won say ade ba kwa mpa alaji won so onima de na obe no ho ase na osua wi na say who cast me out the baby Marov. Watch you watch that you are not say teacher baby Hanajuni. It is a step in the right direction. Other clubs so be found once even cry Kotoko cry they can do that one. Kotoko cry say omutu full to share cry now. By this time Komuzo Mudi was a Ghana a shares a Yanka bad. Because more supporters are
flirtatious. Kotoko dead and flirtatious.
You say program Sutogum. Into the Biana,
the influence. One stories do
Solomon Crass, no pema when Yada.
I want him say Solomon be share, the old cannot take offense.
Oh, no, not
Solomon menu.
He didn't hear the man because
I Facebook Bob Solus.
I saw him
now a minuya. See the American you know
he used to be your brother.
I see any ex brother, but for the first time, maybe. No, a minuya, but Yimiama.
Oh, okay.
Minuya solo, our Solomon man. Anyway,
yes,
Bob Solus,
leave. I mean, leave of friendship, a leave of brotherliness.
I was happy also very resting. I got a coaching as a whole. I mean,
it's too much pressure.
The most ask now.
Is it only scanning and my pressure? I mean,
pressure, but soon I'm saying, no, Sutama or buy, we not place in respecting. So I say, and tonight I saw Pequan be our first way be our between there. I ain't a Juma. That's how I see it. And today be our man that or cause pressure. Oh, you know, should be beer. I walk Kaaka and once a minute. But then, so after the first, about Black Side, so call Sudan, Onduma, or call Hilal, Onduma. Coach you, a man to be Biako and Sakofana man. The second coming or banana a rem kakra. But I bet you say, Israel coaching in their column by a grant on Abraham Grant now, Koya, or no Betty Cuba. And to Betty Cuba, and a second in India, one for man a Muye Pakaze. So, office work of Sudan, I call show case you exported coaching the Hilal. And I say, on the team now, they said, oh, ban the boy, man, me. No, I'm saying I was having a problem with the players, and I don't want to be respected. And Mess and they well, we had the diminish cry every time, Kwana, a call, Equatorial Guinea, you know, Oja, bench or Kwana, none of him diminish Kwana, and no man Kui, this kind of stuff. Okay, I walk to say, or Quaco, walk up with Jina Humia, upon Claude Dora, as a Mojan say, what coaching himself upon the African.
I don't know as a one can wait now, so people losing what's I saw any best coaching.
I'm saying, upon my age, man. If I know age, my papa, I say, Bonabas, because I pay 2000 and as much all day. That's a one year trophy. One year trophy, but you're way more Africa and about Africa and Ghana, so boy, someone there because the Morocco 1998 or the Morocco, okay, I could 2006, World Cup, and I create or the Congo DR4 and here we go again. Okay, I will come sports stadium near a boy goalless draw beer. Now no ship I partner name say you're in the poor position I bet me qualified to World Cup over be high. And then later in 4 years time the Coco fan say a host and winner a bear host and lose Ghana. And see or be on African territory African players in the or be see a modium to of Bayern. Was able to do something fantastic for us. It's always good for a player to know, say, we'll put on weight. And I say the performance will come from him as much as age has catch up with him. But still, if he's a football,
only Manucho, Monamodina, Tamuan, as a Mojan, say, Adjaye did the training.
I make a call, me fair. When the Congo, the only player be by friend Jimmy Katete. Omina, I think I did the Mago. The Mago. Yes, I call on a modi or mine on the Ghana. I'm a very high agent. On a machine, and tea, according to you good. And see, as I'm much as so put or per se, or send some weight. Now, Yanshan is a bit my shit that with now a fee and moment. May Ronaldo or City in Nanka. I was just expecting to say Ronaldo and PSG. Nanka is that 2 alpha males as Manicho see, no, share or you more. Go no temperament and then on the game no how a bit see almost function in a way for PSG. But then I don't know, sir. Pep bet me Cristiano Ronaldo a Juma. That is my concern.
Why?
Cause
he worked with Messi.
Pep mbo players from here egoistic. Una mention.
Says I know the Obebre no was because I can't 2 years or Adjaye.
They have to meet each other halfway. I mean,
player too much. Na Pep how adwene. It's no bad problem, but I just said that addition other players be say Ronaldo ba Gabby Jesus because I say Vinicius or say Ronaldo. Ronaldo man that confidence out. The boy as man say last season no one could Vinicius I make over a year junior or or see Ronaldo the man encouragement and training be that didn't see Bibi say Gabby Jesus cry Ronaldo banner more trawa or bet me improve more. Jack Grealish or a good move, but the coach a offense so bet me handle no coexisted among what my age man a hard drink a hard drink and finally Arteta 5 games to
save his job.
Save his job. Before say sa Capom Cobueno.
Well, we need 6.
Yeah, 6.
Pamian 3 goals.
3 goals. Saka Shebi. Like I said,
and the Manucho.
Like I said, Mushe Shebi. And say onya option say.
It's a normal day for the kids in the office.
Players. We any different players. Mushe Shebi now top pass man. So I find the scoring butter. I'm say a very good. Omen form there's only team no now maybe
anything
can be possible because we have more confidence more confidence more number to media because say Tottenham say a city and
exactly
and Arsenal too can do the same thing.
Yes. I like the comparison. So Arsenal is close to Spurs.
Oh no, not Spurs but then what was the case I say City are invisible or be to be sure
and Arsenal sha mo share no enye mie team bi ti say non-league na ebia
no in the ball squad in your to make it beautiful man West Brom squad am the ball league you know na the ball say competition
no so West Brom ya relegate to am na no ya referee
they are even not there.
Yeah.
I mean
I'm call championship
it's even sports
it's how Robert that's
it's even sports the debate. It's not even
but I like what Atata did to give the boys confidence. He played the top team. Aubameyang Eshe 3 Pepe Eshe Bako Saka Shabako na Lacazette Susheba. So all the big guns scored.
I agree in that regard.
That confidence booster.
Yes, until confidence around the team, but it's not enough.
And he played Odegaard my assist you know. So
no, but this is a squad. I mean, all other things being equal. Arsenal squad. I can't tell party. Then it's a complete squad now. They come to the season until they have the full complement of their team.
Kamunya Zuma pempemo echire ho ma mo anka me because the amount for the airport ashem.
Yeah.
Anyway, no Zuma Chelsea amane ko there me I don't like it.
No, but you have better players now.
Thiago is going. Mokoto Julius Conde. Abeshe Thiago Anaya. Why
and
allow
that's
Zuma to go?
The coach's player. It will be a mama coaching identity in Brighton.
Yes, almost coaching is one pair.
Exactly. The coach's identity now needs to be established. I mean, he's the one in charge.
Okay. Mami Abba says, good afternoon, my people. Manujo Magandi, I'm in Oil City today. I think I read that. Hope my people are doing well. Captain Uba scored 3. Ken Sato, see your man is confused. Which man? Ken Sato, come again and explain to me. I think he's talking about the Abisim thing. Abisim Medan. Royal BBC, I did for you, my professionals. You do, or Doctor, Doctor, Virginia. Dennis, yeah. Frances, Chiao Ghana, Frances Punamani, the one and only Frances. Mami Abasi, Jan just wants attention. Where are his apparels with which he wants to praise? Okay. Hey, Royal Baby, so to me the message bow. Manuchu, the singer and the liquor. Yes,
the singing liquor. I like that name. Singing liquor.
I'm surprised till now. Coach Kwesi Appiah has not realized Ghanaians are coaches. All Ghanaians are coaches. All 30 million of us are coaches. Guardiola there, Diabin he will go and the Freds and Kwan. Anona Mamiaba. So the buy. Okay, so those are the messages.
But Guardiola also a rest 1 year. Now Kokofa.
Also, we take a break now. Or Encore Club or international.
Spanish national team.
No, we don't know yet. It could be any team.
No team na market on.
Okay.
Spanish national team.
UEFA Champions League draw. Kalusha and Manucho, just about 1 minute, quick.
Yeah, I think all the interesting names you want in football are in there, and you've been interesting draws and so. Which from the top now, I mean, more like winning various leagues, you know, and that they were put in there together with Villarreal also being European UEFA champions, not Chelsea. I mean, putting one pot in Kenya, Lille, Bayern Munich. Now, Port 2 interesting. I mean, they are the big boys. I mean, as far as some of these competitions are concerned. I mean, they are previous winners in there. If you have Real Madrid, you have Juve, you have Manchester United, PSG, you have Liverpool. It sets it up beautifully. In Port 3 and Port 2, Shakhtar. I mean, a team of equal strength. I'm also are they up to the title.
This year groups in Mubede.
Yes, group. I'm envisaging a beautiful group. Yeah. I mean, I want a Chelsea, Real Madrid, Atlanta.
I want Real Madrid.
Chelsea.
Me, I may draw your platform. Yeah, me draw me your course on me see me per Chelsea and Madrid. Now for 2 easy teams.
I am simulating my because some of these things.
Yeah. So we'll be giving the draw, but my can message you quickly. Yeah, my brother you know Bema Kofi. Someone's announcing Kumasi announcement.
Yes.
I mean now Kumasi market.
Yes.
Nasi. And Kofi ne bani Vasti kunu ni Kofi. Kofi minua ina na bobo. Time ka Ghanaian na Kalusha timi boa. Asama kam ne be ko no mo hu no. I say won't
timi. Obetimi abo still to me bo. Just we changing the pitch. We change the pitch about the ball. I mean, nice. Yeah, he changed his pitch, but it's still a very good football.
Is it on mono outdoor?
No, it doesn't play on lawns and carpet grasses. No.
Indoor.
There should be a sheet. I mean, there should be a well-laid sheet. Yes.
A well-laid sheet.
Yes, he plays football on sheets. I mean, not fields.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unze Kofi na asiye.
Yeah, okay.
Nyame ya aduma
11th. Oh, okay. My weekend off, I'll be there.
Oh, sorry. September 4th. 4th September.
Next week.
4th September. Now,
not this weekend, the next weekend.
He's listening to the show.
Okay.
And now the contribution. But say, was he being paid or was it just on paper? I heard GFA owed him extensively. Because it's not always about the pressure. It's all part of fix the country. Exactly. The man wasn't getting paid. The system is broken. Enunti na Muntari Kobo Sotro was South Africa. No? Yeah. Okay, that was for the local contribution. And on the foreign front, Kofi says, I agree with you. I hate Zuma's departure. Christensen can't do it all. Plus, he hates easily.
Yeah,
Zuma's departure, I totally disagree.
No, but Jules Conde is coming in. Why you don't like him?
Wow.
It's not bad.
It's not bad height. And the style of play is Tomori. Or your ball or a Salibro type of Okra ball.
Yeah, exactly.
He's very good on the ball.
Yeah, lot of
you know, Christensen is that type. So we need one-time robots to be.
So you should keep him and still bring Jules Conde. Is that what you're saying? Nobody should leave.
Because Silva will be leaving next year.
Oh, Cabo. Let the coach work. I mean.
No, but I'm just expressing.
I remember the words you said about Ziyech. You do a new chunk of Ziyech in features in the.
Or Ziyech, they wanted to sell him.
I mean, no, but you never really liked him. But I mean, with time.
I liked him when we signed him, but I think he underperformed.
No, but it's okay.
Because the purpose for which we signed him was to be on the ball and be that creative man. But when you ball, handle the ball.
His style is different.
Dribble, take people on.
You see, he enters empty spaces and he won't put
the man. And there's how crab it me about. Now, time Kalusha ball as bog no nenye binyo. Who can say Din Kalusha near the man? Say a false someone or a creative player, number 40 that do the work, take players on.
I wonder if you really play football. You know? I've always been watching his legs.
Don't doubt Kalusha.
Yeah, I've done doubt.
I'm afraid Tom Kruger now sometime and I do like Kamubi. I list over crowd over here and I'm not to know who's there.
So much water has passed under the bridge. That's all I can say.
And the bright can come board.
Bridge in Amman.
No, what bisa King Kalusha? Friday.
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay, me bright Beckers. I'll put bright on the show tomorrow. And I'll Tom. Normal Kalusha was.
I would love to hear.
No, Bobo.
You eulogize him. Yeah. The man I'm still sitting here with, I mean, less than a yard apart. I want to know his footballing prowess.
Until Ziyech, you made them buy so young, born, so be that person. Oh, my rest, me, boss, no, he says, I know, be a found up a man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know about.
No, but it's good. It's style, it can't be like him, and he's bringing the goals. I mean, being given opportunity.
Once the team, now they are lucky no be or Tessa, until I'm coton. You knew be or Tessa, Tinananka, you call for Bernardo Silva Crank and Mepe. Yeah, you hear team near good, but you hear beer. when the going gets tough, because sometimes when the teams make you out until we hear player back to say Hazard the coin, you know, you know, be to me as idea, for ball no they attack it, defenders, no, and no be here.
Take ons, take them on.
Anyway, the draw it's on. It's the live draw no my team for Michaelisian and Branislav Ivanovic doing their own things. And also Adjaye and on Kofisi, yes, Zuma really bullies defenders. Okay, until the Ebebremo very soon. But Manucho, who expect Chelsea Real Madrid now?
Yeah, I would love a Chelsea Real Madrid.
Breaking news: Man City and Ronaldo agreed terms ahead of blockbuster move. It just in. He will leave. About 11:45. Yeah, he will leave. It's just about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, the one I read. I mean, now Atlanta, Atlanta and come home, and at the final, maybe Malmo and I say Milan. I mean, they'll be back, but Real Madrid, Atlanta, Chelsea. That's a group that I'm relishing. No, it will be interesting. I mean, you are champions already, so you don't go for this. You see, the good thing about some of this first round is that if you get a bigger fish early, then chance of meeting them again is in the semi-final or final. But when you're careful, they are going to say next stage now, knockout phase, you are going to face a bigger fish. One of them. They do say now, try and get one big one. We need a Bayern Munich, big show, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, in a Sheriff Tiraspol, near the Aide can one. Then you know that virtually there can be two major teams qualifying. And at this point, there you have a chance for respite. You can make mistakes and still come back stronger. That is why I love it that way. Now, why you say even the group phase, let me avoid all the big answer. Then there's the chance of meeting them in the next stage. It's very, very high. What's made an answer? So for that reason, I'm really relishing that at least get one, a Bayern Munich or a Real Madrid. Yeah, that's for a competition stake, and to make the group phase also interesting. Whichever way, we are short of getting some interesting pairings. The group phase will be interesting. And PSG now, Chelsea. I mean, these are directions that we are looking at, because Liverpool, Manchester United are out of the question. So there are only 4 teams in there to contend with. You're either meeting Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juve, or PSG. Well, maybe a Dortmund, Sevilla also in the backing or in the back line. So these are some of the. I'm relishing some of these things. Whichever way, I think you'll be happy. But one, won't say in the past, usual winners would be maybe. We won't say Real Madrid and Barcelona, Juve, they've won the league, so they'll be up there with Chelsea in the mix. But this time around, when we know more leagues, you're having teams like Atletico, Inter Milan, Lille.
PSG would have been automatically in pot one.
Real Madrid, Barca, Juve, PSG. These are likely pot one candidates. But this time around, in your pot two. So pot one sets it up beautifully. That among unusual winners this season, last season had been one of the COVID seasons. Unusual champions. It sets it up beautifully. I'm relishing. Even Juve, Chelsea, grab a beautiful game too to watch. And see, those are some of the things that I am looking at. The good news is that all the big guns you expect in Europe are there. None of them could not, except Arsenal anyway. Arsenal could not make it, but the rest of the big guns are all there to give us a beautiful time in this Champions League. So by 1 o'clock, it should be trickling in. It should be inside the Istanbul.
They just started. We are watching it live on CBS. Okay. Yeah, of course, we'll be a port tonight about 20.
Exactly.
But quickly, you get straight into action. I am share issues. There were some issues we couldn't tackle yesterday, which I would want us to begin with, and that has to do with the call of NDC for Ghana to amend our constitution. Say asama yedi hu nkomo ache yaka ho asam ache and CPP Nana Yajantua almost joined the call. But let me read. But before that, the emphasis that I say Emma Jumakwe friend say Dr. Kwame Amponsani Venom Women's Health Services Omadaruma and Omotayechi and I did me bread here for say we oba now team now pay primary health physician. They were being the surgeon, now a gynecologist, sign obstetrician, now sign a chair doctor for there in housemanship there, now Dr. Kwame Amponsa. It's a crime. 10 Winthrop Street, and I'll be huno, and I'll be to me Afreno, now no Edin Kita 508 4592706 508 4592706. Offer now on side to me, I can on be to me a conkind. Sounds soon, yes, the PC. Eddie Rashida Financial Services. Sika Samon to Yede Rashida Bebo insurance, BIOPBI, any form, any type, investment insurance, auto policy, life insurance, Nina, Freyinu about Rashida Anane, said the American, yeah, Jumo Internal Revenue Services, Sika Samon to Yede, Lalai 781354360, 781354360, Ofrena, Unsabekano. na bibia nso atumi akonkan de amount ye de aseda no so bi Madanko African Market 785 Main Street Kankaleba obenya bi ato nom na blood pressure no mra form na pomden no enye adwuma da bia ye ka se usika ene wa pomden ntemfa wa pomden eni agro 785 Main Street. Now KM Raf Roofing and so boy dan so nyina wo Ghana mai omso eka ho bi ene edwuma di bramo. Getting straight into the issues. Amend 1992 Constitution NDC to Akufo-Addo. The main opposition party National Democratic Congress NDC has said President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo must trigger process for an amendment of the 1992 Constitution to reflect the 10-year-old recommendations of the Constitutional Review Commission CRC. And I'm quoting them. We would urge His Excellency the President to accept the interpretation of the Apex Court, Supreme Court, as the correct interpretation of the Constitution and the law, and proceed to urgently activate the processes for the early implementation of the constitutional reforms as set out by the Constitutional Reform Committee on 20th December 2011. End of quote. Nana Atodazi, chairman of NDC Electoral Reform Committee, told journalists at a press conference Tuesday, and I say we buy an enra ukwada na osankedi hunkomo and I yentumi and the hunkomo. Now the NDC reform proposals, together with the supplementary reform proposals that may be submitted, are intended to be used to undertake a dispassionate and open discussions and review of the EC's operations. They are aimed at continue contributing to a national conversation on electoral reforms against the background of critical and lingering cross-party dissatisfaction with the electoral processes. End of quote. Nana Atodazi added. Manucho, let's get straight into action. I think extensively this particular issue.
It's a call in the right direction. I think just like you read from 2011, the late president Atta Mills, really a lawyer, astute lawyer, and a person felt that there are lots of constitution made in 92. No, they served the exigencies of that time, but as our democracy is improving, we need to really change some parts, and I'm a firm believer of that. I mean, that constitution was made to suit Rawlings' egos, so that at the end of the day he will transition us peacefully into democracy. So but we've gotten to that stage now. We need to really cut some of the loose feathers if you want our democracy to really be civil and people be allowed to talk in every direction. See, the good thing is that NDC as a party has believed in this one, although there's a school of thought that 10 years down the line, I read articles where Moka say after the committee made the recommendations, they had to set things in motion too, and so can and implement it. There was an implementation committee that also had to make sure that things will be done right. Then we can really trigger the process to really start. And modification, whichever way, that is the excuse that they give. Another party has been on for 5 years. So I think that these are two major blocks, like you're saying. After we know 16. Third force be abiding. Say NDC as a party agrees that the reform should come. Then all we can ask for is the current president also to wade into that word that okay, let me look at some of the proposals that is being given, an amendment, and also the well endow that you CSS constitution, amend some portions to really suit the moment. It will be more interesting. So that's what I'm more interested in. I was trying to read the article. I'm happy you went to where Mr. Atodazi really spoke. It looks like NDC then has more to do with electoral reforms in the constitution. Yeah. I think that there's more to just elections in our constitution. Even the president employing more than 6,000 people in Ghana, any idea, decentralization idea. I say stand. That's will be this year, and I say we'll that level of authority. I'll be working for the betterment of the society nowadays. So for me, I'm all for it. I'm a firm believer that 99% of our problems in Ghana are our constitution and the police. If these two institutions are tackled with all alacrity, all Ghanaians are able to solve 99% of our problems. So those are the direction I'm looking at.
Being specific. Yes. Which areas of the constitution do you think we need to amend?
That's what I'm saying. The first has to do with the powers of the executive. It should even be reduced. We should make sure that on then the whole idea that he can appoint and disappoint everyone in I say to me, if you want to say even the IGP, I'm not saying that you should form pseudo president, say then you'll be trying to fight a president that elected me and say can your pension. No, the president should be the first gentleman of the land. I mean, American, there's nobody before or after a Biden. I mean, in that regard, there's a reason they do that, because people easily get egos and begin to fight systems. And we can't encourage that. Even if the Molobo is right, we can't allow him to be powerful as the president of the land. But the point here is that we need to give them some level of authority and also say a way to operate. Unless they do something very untoward, they cannot be charged by the president. Better story then announcement. Say Ghanaian will write a letter and say that the president has to release this person off his duty. For no, he doesn't need to give reasons for anybody to be taken on or taken off. That's one area I want us to really look at. That is an nice authoritative president. Nipano or no na deciding. So that for me, if that one alone is looked at, it will be more interesting. And even the electoral reforms in Kwan is also part of the whole story. I mean, the whole collation center near Adjaye Associates, a lot of bad news. I remember Adjaye during the 2012, he went to a place, then it triggered some of these things around 2 a.m. These are areas that we need to scrap them off. Some might say that we can do it through IPAC near Aide, but if our constitution is a legal binding document which will really run some of these systems for us. So that's what I'm looking at. Police Vonya Akasa, why they think that the police force is seen as a poodle near Aide is because of the executive powers and influence on them. Even our royal engineers and architects in Yano, they are all answerable. And the politician becomes the first in every serious discussion. We need to give some level of authority to the other institutions so that they can also work in accordance with the law and get Ghana to run again. So those are some of the areas that I personally think. We'll go to the nitty-gritties. I have to read more some of the recommendations now. But to me, the first one I want to see is the power of the president or the executive. And you see, that is where the bad news is, because one they be sitting in power. I'm not sure that Otumfo, with all the respect and what can say, power is being full way anymore. The power is sweet. Absolute power is sweet. So at the end of the day, every decision comes through. You don't know, sorry, when I be deciding.
For the same,
then I make sure say it's an example I'm giving that when there's absolute power, people want to really. You turn so abam say, you turn so abam, but he has all the power. No say when it be mama power in the by some person will trigger process be now power and make so. You think people in their own way it's easy to say that metal power so. I want to make sure that others will also, you can have a total authority over 6,000 DC is not a constitution should be able to tell that DC should even be elected. And these are the modus operandi DC is not there. Where a man now you think that you can help your region, go and fight for a DC. Maybe any political collaboration in Sinchen. You have to still work in tandem with the government. But and you say, decide, they say, okay, Oppo, it's not faith, but he's a party member and unmeritoriously, I'll give him that position here. Those are some of the things we are fighting against. That's all these things should really get us to that core that the one in the seat. Reason why some say, the likes of Mahama and ex-president Mahama, they should not talk because they had every opportunity to touch it. They could have touched it or even trigger the process. It's a process. Once you start, it might not end today. But me join and say, I'm one of the touchline or came say people like Kwesi have always been telling me that 99% of the problems we have because the constitution. What can emolument here the way Article 71 of his holders see. They will try to just you cross the coin 4x4 near there. But why do you need that ex gratia? And I say constitution is for my. You see the fine reason in the constitution that Wawun himself do Adjaye, you've been there for 6 consecutive times. Every 4 years you be a emolument. Your only reason is that constitution says it's a woje. So then for us, we think that the constitution should be our target. So in Nipa crowd next year, you dialogue. Say you sign a film. So at the end of the day, last time I was telling you, so we MP now just say, you don't even go near the emolument. So you have that strong way. Now say what would I say about the constitution bars you from participating? Maybe the next 12 years and I say BB. Sometimes no a person say if people are knowledgeable and they can help, you should use some rules of engagement near Bomungunchen. Sometimes though I'm not a firm believer of that too. Because they were probably to me but the whole idea of Bejisika, then justify with the constitution as for mine. Those are some of the relevant areas I think we should smoothen. We are not saying that it's total garbage, but we need to make sure that you use some aspects yes, a son. I mean, meet the modern trends. I'm not sure that America as a senator is not after 4 years. Yes, it's a Kamomu, some Mundina Mukudina Musambra back in there. Even advanced democracy, advanced liberal democracy. They even accept certain things. These are some of the things happening. So for me, it's a call in the right direction, and I'm hoping that the president on now will see favor with some of these things, and at least trigger a process to start amending our constitution. said 2011 the na committee in town year na won jintumpo. At least if you have a basis, a legal document to stand on to start making sure that some of these things are done. So for me, I'm all for constitutional reforms at the end of the day for Ghana to benefit eventually.
Kalisha.
Obo.
Yes, sir.
And this is for and they don't know deal. But here now mama ya confused kakra. Because them say amendment of constitution, you know, as really said yebi. Atames yebi. Ana think about that your mama can say implement it. But when to implement it, you know. Now I was back say we the engineer that ho na your boy kai trans you know. Now want to me manamba. Now I also could baby say yes I am amendment as at now. But then we raise some issues Buma.
Enya Mahama na see anyway say he's part of NDC. Yeah, but Atudazi
yeah in charge of yeah NDC for no. We raise here say most of you know the electoral reforms and the basis of the you know the commercial and any amendments in how the power has been given to the legislative commission and decentralizing no be more can be but then me kwase obebia mo kan sembia na me hwa amendment my constitution beba and command ye about the directors and CEO no can me pese
so to begin with, what's your position? You agree?
Amendment is good. Last time I can say among who said there's some loopholes in the constitutions. Oh, and see people can capitalize on that. And quite a LGBTQ capitalize or non-common person the omukua some wadanfo some joy. Every issue bad for Mugu but now. Adeba kwa nanka so constitutional power na the executive is too much, most especially the DCs ni executives ni directors no opo it should be said the state owned companies those people not be minding those offices the government should not appoint them, or it should not be by partisans approach, but should be by professionals, those who are qualified to man the country to help us. Another aspect is say there's going to be a constitution in amendment now. Almost not find shame say instead of borrowing, borrowing road constructions, development is but why can't they also borrow for industrialization? Some factories, big factories, be say jute factories, no other factories, be baby. Well, tomato factory omagugu no not in jute factory shoe factory omagugu ni no upon coming industrialization remember the factories manti no
now where they say development there
say amendment in the constitution the power no
are you talking about national development policies and
yeah that's no can be constitution say more the because the one ayer mo dey buy no also always depend on foreign investment, foreign inflows, to help the country to develop. Because of that, a card Ukraine. Those countries, China, is superpower. Then almost start industrialization. Singapore, the industrialization. Malaysia and industrialization. And to go this kind of better be why can't you try to also help both factories? What I mentioned, see that can be an amendment. You don't go to the foreign donors to bring you money for you to build roads. Roads now buy the impact the individual. Almost say amendment. Almost small more can and say a common day amount for. Oh no, they don't try to be rebellious rebels. Well, rebellious as I can. Oh, they try to be citizens who are hungry and they are crying for food, and that's why they are saying face the country. That's the issue of the face the country. Almost just almost try to almost purchase a common from warm. And to oppose if you're able to try to industrialize. Now I say they start to say jaguma. This is the time because right now because of what could be a crown. Opoaka be 1 year. I'm gonna be free abansono. Now Mako go a sapiting. And yes, I can 3 days. Crana say, as you sky, baby, be some manucho mo oh catch you sky be wo no
a kilometer of road
no say your asphalt your gravels your
bitumen
surface and then the baby you can catch you so what I say even omokoye covered ba kokra na covered any fence enforcement na yi say motor ye omode concrete omode covered no opoye bom music catch you what you na okuma resisi enti they need to do something for the populace. Ejuma Ghana mo a nka amanfo ensu ayi the amendment in there o maka say enye no ba me de me kakra me na me so me kan be kokoduye no na me fam no enye ayi nko a election petition ayi no reforms na no right now what you need industrialization. What I say okay. That when it comes that one now it's going to help us
very quickly a friend is saying CPP also join the call no nana ya jantoa is it ono the flag bearer now chairman on a leading party is more or less she's the face of the party, joining the call for the constitution to be amended yenti no quickly na yento aso
and it is as some papa said the essential constitution and kasa said in 1992 and now it's a constitution at all. The share is almost 29 years. Into no embrace society now across this view of why you should yes maybe to say Article 71. Article 71 say no, yes, a go for do a while or no motion. A 1 hour motion or the age of 4 years more quite a see a man be no the call. You see a talk man association. But you see our workers over 25, 30 years of how fashion and one in the snakes. In the one association. There should even be a dialogue on it. The extent is a woman crowd on my penny and then a bit of change in crowd near the sea woman share. I say.
Okay, that is the first part. This is the second part.
It is to say the executive and parliament. Executive no parliament because as a percentage of parliamentarians ministers a constitutional requirement. President being obeying PPA. As you to me if you wanna parliament no parliament executive executive separation of powers. That president in your man of mind money the FN power more in here not only boy and you boom mine. Because some people parliament they say because we need experience because it said because it said yes a certain percentage. President next spreading the one to the performance. As I told them by force. It is review the progress review. Now constitution 8 me years from their timing a year relevant a year contemporary 29 years if you would see it in
okay. After 29 years of using the same constitution, Nana Yajantua feels it's time. Her major area or mention one the amosomo kai Article 71 office holders mfie 9 no agiko mfie 9 no agiko also obi aye adwuma or public service mfie aduonu ni aduasa okwa wonya hwe Jesus net nti these are areas ofili say omufili say or say ye ensachirae ewum Kalusha finish na me manucho faka
yeah opoti what as I was saying I can't say Article 70 you know not
71
na you
can say na no kranki pushi nyinya me na ya adoma kedo mampani eyire ne na bedi akire yire beshishi
won say Professor Jampo da no na o mo kase utafo you know no so kan wasem say onkofo bebi o ha sebio omo nim de enso omo ko tra bebi say omo hye eyama sky de be mo no mo a omo party knowledge che eyefo no omo sika kitwa bi it is Article 70 omo revise and so kan good pa opo sas mo kan eye me de pa ni that this ministers 70% are free a parliament no and no kwa na ma yin nkoyi no because me dem hwem say why should I have to even go there to take
it is a conflict of interest because me and me minister because to speak ni v me nem for it will be hard to be hard on somebody you work with you know na parliament ko ba de bia. Sometimes we have certain level of friendship and understanding. it affects
or competent. That's what more honor say bit me you need pack a fine. But say the constitution mandate say the majority should come for the parliament.
I think it's 60%.
I'm 70% or 60%.
60%.
Okay, I mean we have to cross it down on that one.
60%.
And see now out of that now okoko fast anko phone for mo na do baby kwara ni pa na minister no na baby o. Now parliament kwa omo ye deliberation bi kwa wa they need that the set people no opone enya omo. It is ayin so omo amending na because I say they should separate the parliamentarian from the executive
from the legislature.
It's a good cause because any sana nipa no or the jumana
because omunyina arms of government. By the executive including the president and his ministers. Now the American legislature no, because the cabinet is the executive. Ministers no be bring so fi parliament san beka president
Yes. And see that yes had mwa ama ye friend say mambo because be one minister no e be call to kwan kotamale na there's a normal important issue on the floor of parliament involvement in require parliament ne e ma ne nye and the president will be competent no ho no betumi aye year fine but say e mandate say 60% or say 50% or say 80% or na omo enyi free parliament there for me there it's on high side. Okay. And no quite so high democracy power in a way.
And no high democracy no in a way. We tell Unity Radio 103.9. Say be our driver now share Facebook now go get it out of reach and but your driver dia men share Facebook, men share video. Call Play Store net download the app no Unity Radio Worcester. We use Android phone be able to me akọ no upload do na what to me share na bibia what na bibia konkan. At the amount omutaichi and the bro Rashida and afi Dr. Kwame Amponsa and Kaaka Danko African Market Nikem Ralph Roofing omunyina taichi na edjumedi bro manu minim after listening to Nana Yajanto as all the Kakrebe can move to the next topic. On
the same page, I mean the interest is that Article 71 of his old destiny at the end. I mean as to infusing and the executive legislature. I mean that's a system.
Michael Essien has taken stage. Michael Essien has taken stage.
That's a place. I mean, that's why it's open for dialogue. Obinimjin said we should separate it. We should separate.
Breaking news: Benjamin Mendy, Manchester City, left back. He's been charged with rape. He's been charged with rape.
Oh my brother!
Manchester City are suspended.
Wow!
So that is the breaking news. Yeah, he's been charged with rape. Benjamin Mendy. That is the news.
When they are now, you are recording Sanishem. Adebako opo
manager yango
chai bidia yari dianka godina nyashem wachi. Yeah, so I think that's the debate I cause whether to separate legislature and executive or we should fuse them so that at least even like I said fast tracking and may see some crack from because we buy for MPs nyina MPs nyina be on ministers nyina so be a general salary na there because when it's fused we be on my MP minister it comes with nisika sem a rebate rather than an MP and a minister or the two niboma. And it opens door for a beautiful discussion. But it's an African, how helpful is it helping us that at the end of the day in the Pakrona constitution no stamp so I say it puts a bit of weight. We need to there should be checks and balances. Since it's an area constitutional reforms because countries let me read the report some countries with a few system. MPs are ministers and so yet separated. They don't want them to have anything in common so that they can check each other. You be practice a semi system. Say you be crying too much, so that at least they also have that oversight now. It is open set up, but see, and you say a president who will trigger a process that the amendments are needed. So we now, Mama couldn't do it for us, but he's now imploring the current president to do it, and it's interesting. It would be good if you told that direction. Emoluments in this powers into Ninya so that you can have a very fine system to run.
Unity Radio 103 Yentwa so na yemfa into just Chelsea goalkeeper Edward Mendy and Barcelona goalkeeper Sandros Panos are named the best goalkeepers from last season's Champions League. Tomumunu and a new one, but we will see who eventually maybe will be named as the best goalkeeper of all. They are about to announce the best goalkeepers of men's and women's. And as we are doing the show, we'll be mingling with UEFA Champions League draw no best start here omuyi boss ni na mamo na mo huseni eko yensha Ghana Architect Institute enra ena na enra chi na ne yeka omasem wa habra abesim nsensemi bae almost say enye omo enipa ne sa abrante na odi sa nyambrasem no ene de omo ne Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo aban ena enya omo aslamu aban no. Where was David Adjaye when we were designing Infectious Centre for free? Ghanaian architect slums government. Ni nyina ne say Ghana aban ABC hospitals mako ohani dubako said Nana Addo no agenda 111 na odi contract no ama David Adjaye na Ghana Architect Institute 1 say aban follow procurement laws eno anso omo de akoma Adjaye no omo no ebi ho adwuma no omo yeche omo nyi aban sika ekoba de sika de a aban afa kuntuna se wanka nkire obi a na odi akwa omo nti Ghana Institute for ene omo ni abre almost say there should be a probe, and they have slammed the government. Manucho, the Ghana Institute of Architects says government did not follow lay down procedures to award a design contract to Adjaye Associates owned by architect Sir David Adjaye. The company was awarded a contract by government as sword has been cut for the construction of the 111 health facilities across the country. The renowned architect is the brain behind the proposed design for the National Cathedral. Now, Deputy Finance Minister John Kumah had earlier told Joy News on the probe that the right legal procedure was used in the selection despite his inability to state what specific procurement method was utilized. And no Ghana architect for no Ababonting.
You see, when it comes to this site, my area of specialty, I've been doing procurement for 6 years, right after school. That was an area that I ventured to from 2006 to 2012. So I know what really goes into it. And I empathize with the Ghana Institute of Architects. It's very painful because you want to grow Ghanaian businesses. And the Public Procurement Act specified this. Say in the life cycle of a project, you have consultants, you have contractors, you have end users, your various stakeholders, and the idea is that we want to grow Ghanaian owned businesses so that they'll be competitive enough to even go and compete in other areas. And maybe to Kenya, so say project BC 110 district hospitals. What they expect to say, and can you even open up a tender? Now for your designs, which will help one the designing, now how cost effective it is, and how much they are charging. Open it up for all contractors. You see, the Procurement Act tells us when sole sourcing will be done. And as you say, you're very restrictive tender. Everything is spelled out. Because in my day, one to me, those things are discretionary. People will take advantage. And this is a project. Initially, the president said within 1 year. I remember March 2020. You know, I said within 1 year, baby. Things did not go according to plan. He still wants to do it. See, that whole idea say we are under pressure to do something quickly. No, I think he's gradually leaving the system. This is David Adjaye, who is in the UK, astute architect in the UK. Maybe about Ghana, no. I'm sure he has come to register with the Ghana Institute of Architects. And inside the enquete to be interested and say, until you're a member, he can practice in Ghana. I'll be surprised. That is why I want the institute to know. Okay, some about like I say, see a member, you see their member, and also I'm a member that is being given away because I'm a member, so there you need to protect him. But it doesn't negate the fact that the 101 Agenda 111 should have undergone proper tendering process for every architectural firm in Ghana to have a stake in it.
Why is if this is true and my
it's been given
John Kuma on
finance,
deputy finance or MP or say use procurement ben use ya when to me
exactly
that means you are lying. Was he lying to us? Exactly. And why is procurement my follow-up question other than procurement a problem with this government because you should Sputnik V to start with.
You see, Procurement Act, this one, I'll give a lot of credit to Ex-President Kufo. The PPA Act 2003. No more yes, Public Procurement Act, and it is comprehensive. My name is Bossy, ready because you don't want to make mistakes. At the end of the day, you have to put the project in the newspaper for maybe 21 days and say what turn tender. First different bidding document. First it's on tendering more than the bidding, but then the same thing. Some projects and we use tendering. The processes are there. And there are major ones. Your national competitive.
Manchester
bidding.
City has been drawn as the first team in Group A. So from Port 1, City will be in Group A.
Oh, okay.
That's the first team to be drawn by Branislav Ivanovic.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it would have been interesting to really be watching some of these things, but you still go on. Yeah, you satisfy our political minds too. So you see, so for me, I'm happy you maybe sign direct because you see when it comes to procurement, I even wanted to do it as a secondary master's level. Then
Atletico Madrid will be in Group B.
Oh, okay, almost CD ports.
Yeah, almost CD and San
the 8 ports. Then we'll continue from there.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid in Group B.
Yes,
City A, Atletico Madrid in Group B.
You run commentaries from there to still do the politics.
Yeah, we'll mingle it. Say breaking news. As it comes, then we'll
So I'm happy they asked him that basic question: that which procurement act did you use? Is it national competitive bidding? Is it restrictive tender? Is it sole sourcing?
Sporting FC International, Milano, the next team to be drawn.
Sporting Lisbon.
No, FC International, Sporting.
Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Inter Milan. What bomb credit my own in term. FC International. Yeah.
And the next team is coming, so let me put the next team out before you talk. A team from Fanche, Bayern Munchen, Germany.
Yeah.
Bayern Munchen, Germany. So we are in Group D now.
D4.
Group D, 4 teams picked out.
Okay.
Bayern Munchen in Group D. Bayern Munchen, Group D. Which team comes out next? Group D, Bayern Munchen. I think this is going to be Chelsea. Chelsea. No. Bayern Munchen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think it delayed a little bit. Okay. Villarreal.
Wow.
Villarreal. Villarreal will be in Group F. Villarreal will be in Group F. And how many top team, seeded team in Group F?
Yeah, you see the top teams.
Yeah.
Former winners of their leagues, defending champions.
Yeah. Intimanu Tuaso.
Yeah, so I think that is where some of us get well agitated when we are talking about constitutional reforms nowadays, because now can say everything was followed. So what procurement process was used in this one? You see, sometimes I try to hold myself because it looks like Ghana there. You only go there to acquire the knowledge, but
Lille next team to be drawn.
Original
Lille.
Yeah.
Do what you're saying?
Yeah, 5 says it's the 5th.
Yeah, Lille nearby. And the next team automatically will be Chelsea. 6 teams, right?
Yeah.
No, 8. 8. Okay, Chelsea FC. Yeah, Chelsea FC.
They got to Group H. Yeah. Will be Chelsea or is Chelsea?
It's Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Until they're in Group what? E or what?
Yeah,
what?
After F, yeah, then
G. D, F, G, H. Into Group 7?
No, say 6.
8. Champions League 32. So
into can you saying
4, 8, 32.
Chelsea was the last team.
Oh, so that's H. Oh, and there's ultimate winning now. Okay, maybe you have to help.
Into the young Trasso. Now you be share the next winner.
Yeah, until this is very important. I mean, so the issue here is that I'm particularly not happy.
Yeah.
Say David Adjaye be my National Cathedral. Yes, and so the Angela 111 in Amano. How do you grow local consultancy? Local architectural firms, how do they grow? Ni onukwanye 111 in. Oh, sometimes we should help ourselves as Ghanaians. You don't need leaders who just be building lopsided, making your cow bigger than your thigh. 1 and 2 says so simple. We are growing one man. I mean, it's sick.
So you think they have the right to complain?
Yeah, maybe Group A, Man City. Group B, Atletico Madrid. Group C, Sporting Lisbon. Group D, Inter Milan. Group E, Bayern Munich. Group F, Villarreal. Group G, Chelsea. Now Group H. There'll be the H too.
No, Chelsea was the last team drawn, so
yeah,
maybe
H.
I'll bring all the things. Yeah. The group Kalu Yanko
Chelsea H.
Because Ghana procurement, you know, because it's different in still in war. I want to mention procurement, you know, and go through the process, the right process. And Ghana also, I didn't have amount to whom you know, and now why be your percentage be free. enti enkoye won wase nipa baako ye de yi ni abema na nka me hu ye no nka be of national edifice like national cathedral and na first 1111 no ese ajena 1111 no ese o ma be 50 architects no be ade ne plan eba na cost effectiveness of the project, you know.
Exactly.
The
best for less. That's the whole idea of procurement.
But when they are command
can we begin to think say bia National Cathedral no oboy oyeche tine di we amana na.
But they spoke about it. Infectious Centres now they've also been doing pro bono jobs in Ghana.
$6 million or just $6 million.
For this one.
For the consultant design works.
Works is $6 million.
Design consultants in supervision. You do man call for years until designs no inquire not $6 million.
Consultancy. Charlie, because that procurement, you know, and koye, and now so koye, say ye bebe some food discover that first. District offices, director offices, ministry say you know, procurement, I will 40, you know, the shares or more scanner cost because no money be. So that's the bottom line.
I don't know, Macalum Famopo, but the mounts will be Luciska. So that is where the problem is in Ghana. There's no merit. When they give jobs, we said, but and because his company certificate they're on the line. 1875, 1976. These are companies which have grown over the time. I've had family businesses now. But Ghana, no, how can you give all this job to one person? President, the same David Adjaye.
I mean, you should have known better because I will say no.
Borussia Dortmund, the first team to be drawn in group in Pot 2. So Borussia Dortmund is going to be in City's group. Wow. Borussia Dortmund is going to be in Manchester City's group. Okay, so that is what it is. Michael Essien and Babi in there, and just like Manuchu said, Essien to show many nations so yeah, don't cry. Don't cry.
Yes, Manchester City's Ruben Diaz and Irene Paredes, who played for PSG last season, but now Barca are named as last season Champions League defenders of the season. Yeah. Ruben Diaz for the men.
Group C. City. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is they pick the team and now they pick their groups. So Dortmund will be in Group C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They pick the team, then they pick the team and they pick the group. And Dortmund will be in Group C. To be to me, they are shots here. When I know we see.
Sporting Lisbon.
Dortmund. Sporting. A new team is coming out. Real Madrid. So we are now going to check which team Real Madrid will be in. I think you ever heard team Real Madrid. Uncle H.
Yeah.
Maybe Real Madrid call your group name.
Yes, H.
Yeah, maybe Real Madrid and Peppa. She say you through team biao.
I get it.
Real Madrid. You hear Real Madrid. Me, they say I see my to say you nanam. Yeah, Real Madrid. Michael Essien be you group no na head your cohesion. Be near baby Real Madrid be kwakoda. Essien ABA. Until Real Madrid be kohin. Real Madrid Group D.
Yeah, Group D.
Group D. Group D.
Inter Milan.
Real Madrid, Inter Milan. Group D.
Inter Milan, Real Madrid.
Group D. Until Real Madrid. Until you avoid the Real Madrid. Hey, and the PSG titeho. PSG titeho. Group D. But I want us to meet PSG in the group stages. Who is that? Yeah, Group D. Take for Mumpanche na Emfa Hanaka Mamo. Pot 2, no. Ivanovic opined the next team. Liverpool FC. So Liverpool can't be with Chelsea. Liverpool. So, but let's see where Liverpool is going to end up at. So, let's see. They can be in Chelsea. So let's see.
Let's sort it for now. Sporting Lisbon, Dortmund will be in Group C.
Yep.
Two of them will be playing. Inter Milan, Real Madrid, also in Group D. They'll be in the same group. Inter Milan, Real Madrid. I mean, that's an interesting game, but Emunye debut. I mean, without the Conte factor.
B. So Liverpool be in Group B.
Group B is Atletico Madrid, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So that would be
the last title they won. They were in Group B.
Yeah, exactly. And Atletico Madrid, Liverpool too. They've had some beautiful moments again.
The last time Liverpool won,
I'm gonna year free.
Yeah.
But the last time I'm winning, now we're Group B. Liverpool were in Group B. The last time,
but the last time it was Atletico who eliminated Liverpool. So it's more like a revenge.
Paris Saint-Germain, the team of the moment. Where are they going to be? Are they going to meet Chelsea? Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain. Let's see the group Paris Saint-Germain will be in. Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Why they move your head and I'm in many floor because I'm the next team Juventus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the next team. I'm some Man City group, you know.
Now let me check on
PSG. Some Man City. Oh, Man City ni PSG co group back on.
First.
Man City were first. You know.
Yeah.
First
group
pot.
A?
Yeah. Man City were pot A.
Oh, okay.
Pot 1. Inti Hona equal.
Inti Man City, PSG, and Dortmund in the same group.
Hona Dortmund.
Dortmund group C.
Yeah.
So me share ni na me fa mo me we dey akoma tesam.
Chelsea and Juventus.
Wow.
Chelsea and Juventus.
Kotumre.
Chelsea and Juventus. Of all the top teams, no Chelsea could share. Hey, but Manu could share PSG. So we don't meet them in the knockout stages.
Now the only way is to win your group, and they
Chelsea and Barcelona, FC Barcelona. So let's see where Barcelona will be. Two possibilities: Group E or G. Group E or G.
So City PSG. City PSG. I think I'm going there. Atletico Madrid Liverpool.
Yeah.
Group B. Group B Inter Milan Real Madrid.
Wait, part 2 we are able to a program. So they are kind of the groups, you know, about there. Group E. Barcelona co Group E. Who is in Group E?
Group E. We have
Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
So hey, 8-0 no besa ya juma na say 8-2 is 8-0 no.
Barcelona Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I mean
Barcelona Bayern Munich.
It's a game. It's an interesting game.
And the next team to be drawn.
Villarreal.
Sevilla.
We'll either get Lille or Villarreal.
Group G.
Lille. They've been a group with Lille. Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. That group.
That's easy, yeah. Where they Lille for Bosuo. I'm tell you, Sevilla and Lille will qualify from that group. So give us Group A to Group H. So far the two teams are in.
Yes.
Quickly.
I mean Group E.
Group A start. So be on your 2-2-2. Manchester Group United the Abas here.
I think they will get
Manchester United the Abas.
They should get
Villarreal.
They should get Villarreal.
Yeah, Villarreal. Yeah, Manchester United.
Into Group A so far in City PSG.
Into Group A, City PSG.
Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool.
Group B, Atletico, Liverpool.
Yes. Group C. Pardon me, I'm on.
Because I watch. Now me face out type share.
Oh, I'm using BBC. I'm official way, so running in real time.
Yeah,
Group C, Sporting Lisbon, Dortmund. Sporting Lisbon, Dortmund. Yeah, Group C. And now Group D. Inter Milan, Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Group D. In a Group F. E. Bayern Munich, Barcelona. E. In a Chelsea, Juventus. H.
Okay. The Oma go for a short break. After the two pots, they've gone for a short break. When they come back, we'll continue. But let's critically look at some of the issues. Here also. You do apart from Openi Nanado has been your friend is saying
David Adjaye.
No, yes. Akufo-Addo wants a third term through Bawumia to plunder Mahama's aid. Now, President Akufo-Addo will prefer Vice President Bawumia as his successor. This will allow him technically to remain in power even after his tenure as NDC lawyer has alleged. Now, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will prefer his Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia to succeed him as president when next elections are held. This is a view advanced by Aide of former President John Dramani Mahama, Eduji Kujo. Kujo no say the most first Tamaklo. Yeah. Eduji. Now who take the interview now? Or see everything points to the fact is said Nana Addo say nechi into oni Bawumia na say nechi into pese or yeah everything within the MPP to kick all the aspirants aside and maintain Bawumia as the front runner and the candidate for the MPP within the next 4 years, so that Nana Addo can be remote president, directly on your president, but Bawumia to say TV no remote. Don't you see this as dominant, or you think?
No, I think it's an unfortunate statement. I was trying to make sense out of it, but I don't get it. At the end of the day, Atamels left and say, what's wrong with Atamels wanting John Mahama to succeed him if he eventually leaves the scene? I mean, it's more like a driver and a mate. And if I feel like the mate has been so good to me and he can also drive the car and I'm in the manner, it means that I've stolen. I've read the story very well to really make this one. I think that it's a misnomer. It's an issue of no issue. I don't know what he's trying to achieve by that, saying that
he said this because of President Mahama and Sema Okanano say yes. MPP 4 are bent. Some person will break 8 no because Sika and person will be accountable. So they are fighting as hard as they can to keep Bawumia in power, so that Bawumia ebe bom humbanya kata omochi any ade on the back of that. And also Kasasimi. But John Bodu has also attacked former President Mahama. Until linking John Bodu say, you cannot just talk as former. See, you just don't talk without basis as former president. Maybe you are non kasakeke, kasakeke. Oh, your man penny that into kasa say odini na so back. Na you who say o man penny ukase NPP for years kanti on pese yan to abenti on be ko free a na wa kire say no ma into no ma years ka don't just talk. Until just mend the two. Way to be man in Anado. John Bodu has also replied, former president.
Yeah, you see, save ex-president Kufo, who after his tenure, I mean, ex-vice president into me, it has been a norm. Rollins badly wanted Atamels to succeed him in 2000. He tried twice, he didn't get it till 2008. Maybe the demise of John Evans Atamels as president did not. Well, I mean, who saw light of maybe he wanting a John Mahama ticket eventually. So, if I sit back, Adjaye, what is he saying? That if a president wants his vice to succeed him, it means that he's plundered, he's stolen so much that he doesn't want his back to be seen. I don't agree to some of these assertions. He brought in the Alancas factors that he badly wants, although two young declared intentions, but also President Adjaye because of Zokatanichi. I don't think that it's maybe he said it out of to score some good political points, but I don't think that one thing about Bawumia ticket means that Wasenichi, he thinks he's a good man and he's been there with him in the doldrums. 2012 in year, he's the one there. You and I are not there. And Ghana
so Shakhtar Donetsk is the next team from Port C, Umbeko Group D. So Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that is really important.
What about John Bodu's
John Bodu
lashing out at former president?
When I read the first time, I was really mad. I think that sometimes you should give reverence where it is due, but sometimes his words get insipid. To really push that words on an ex-president. But where I'm forced to agree a bit with him is that he says there are two kinds of messages sometimes he deliver. If he's speaking as an ex-president or Senior Bekasa, if he's speaking as somebody who wants the power or Senior Bekasa, but inadvertently John Bodu will sit from the high fence that we were ex-president, and it carries a lot of weight. What can I say? At Tubiga Kasa, there's some level of seriousness you attach to your own because you are an ex-president and you've been on the seat and you've been privy to first-hand information better than most of the social commentators, even Sami Jemfi and Co. They expect you to say, what I say, this card, there's corruption there. You tag some weight to weight. You give a real meaning to some of these things and conform. but also can say, oh no, this kind of corruption in this administration has been worse than it has ever been here. There, they also have the right to come back at you. That's you. What can say? I won't country.
Benfica will be in a group with Barcelona, Bayern Munich. In Group E.
I mean, in the sense that this government is corrupt. You know, so ex-president who can be without lacing it with fact that okay, we say we say I mean, it really adds up to the debate. But also, I want to thank you too. Until now, he's talking more to us, our people. I say ye drop it, but to be a to man and so NDC no. So sometimes some of these things are allowed. Me teacher, I'm just say I look at where you make a statement to really judge you too. Because when NDC for Kasa, I say no Kasa, when you Kasa about advent of social media.
Should that be so when NDC for Kasa there so to me make if it is even baseless, we can make it and it's allowed as former president?
And I make us say it's talking to his people. Wama a lot of clues. What John Boydu feels that he should give you where the corruption is 1, 2, 3. That is within his purview. I mean, you can't force him to tell you what you want to hear to.
But if you're accusing, then you have to prove or show.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that. That's why there are two kinds. If you're accusing, it doesn't also mean that when you stand on the platform for a long list, now Bobo didn't say okay.
Shakhtar Donetsk about Group H. Chelsea, Juventus, Shakhtar Donetsk. Sorry, Zenit. Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk is already Zenit St. Petersburg, right?
Yes. Yeah. St. Petersburg from Russia.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, that's why I looked at it in two sides. That the people he's talking to, certain statements can go. No. Every statement is important. Advent of social media. I won't kasa and chobi or no back kasa crying on the camera. So I only kasa. People believe in that school of thought. That then don't put the camera. Then do it in camera.
Manu we there or your man penny no okoto. And no could do no akushi champagne before he's been to churches and all that. And all kase MPP for a discapa. Mo we sika anti say am to abentiama. They'll run away with their stolen money.
Yeah.
And John Bodu kase. O man penny wa kasa. O man penny that fine. But en kasa te say sebi bia. Regular callers and not serial callers and but who kasa with basis because you've been there before and people expect a lot like kasa with substantiation.
He knows people he's talking to. It is on my basis John Boyd and the reason says I need to follow him.
Say he's okay to just make
that's why I said two sides. I'm analyzing. I'm okay or no okay. It's not within my way. And I'm say there are two ways people look at it. He's an ex-president, so people expect him to talk Okasa and to say Atubiga Kasa, Stephen Atubiga Kasa, because he's been privy to first-hand information. Now the Okasa, they expect him to lace it with facts. But the other side too is that it's a platform that has been given 2-3 minutes to espouse his thoughts. You know, like I say, no say these people have spent a lot of money. Mommy and mom chance, mom go away with it. Or more bad, they will make sure that they cut it off. It's also allowed. Maybe you cannot ask for further and better particulars, which John Boyd is also entitled to. So one can say because it's more like you're accusing wrongly and you are talking like anybody. Because both sides of the Wenekate. But because it's a thank you tour, I can let him go with it. I'm more money, more as I say, and Pastor Moody can make trauma no or most of them feel say what he's saying has no basis. They're also entitled to that opinion.
Okay. King Kalu, Fakaka on move on. By Infant to just say Sisiano Aka say VRL ne Manchester and Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I go one group. Hey, Manchester Sakushomo Masters. VRL. Manchester, VRL, Atlanta. And Akusha. And Salzburg and next team drawn. We're just going to see which team they'll be in. Maybe I say, and I say, Omodi Tour. Now, I can say then disruptive program too much. Kingalu, John Bodu at President Mahama, and then what's your friend? Kujo, right?
Yeah, Eduji
Kujo at Nanado. What's Nanado? For Kwambiasu to make Bawumia the flag bearer and possibly keep him at the presidency so that he will remotely still be president.
I'm saying, do you know no voice be? Now I'm saying we political talk and anger, and then as I say, Officer Gabby, to some shots to former president, you know. It don't know so. Yeah,
Osan can say wako fa nobody. Osan can say Gabby, Gabby, get your British passport ready. You will run away from this country if NDC comes back to power.
Yeah, so that's it. No, is that short no? Okay, can. So the be a man and
Gabby can say Omampeni that Ghana ye crisis, ye problem.
That crisis issue, no. Yeah. And I'm saying do you know one pay the time one pay or no opportunity on so I mean politicians and they always are pushing blames and always want to fall short and here and there. But as we are also saying, a former president, you've been there. What I'm saying, and among for crowds we were corrupt, also we are inti. So all can't answer me, and that's also how is it book on any. What I'm saying, and to say you were quite on can maybe one.
My info quickly. All the is your way 3 ports. After 3 ports, no say in a standings in the choir and groupings in the choir. Group A, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, Leipzig. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto. Group C, Sporting Lisbon, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk. Group E, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica. Group Interhono BBBO. They say any BBB. Bayern, Barca, Benfica.
You can't forget this.
Yeah, you can't forget this one. Yeah. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United, near Atlanta. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, and Salzburg. And Group H, Chelsea, Juventus, and Zenit, St. Petersburg.
United group Atlanta on Villarreal United.
Atlanta is stubborn.
More they say
Atlanta is stubborn.
Group of death. Group of equals.
Until last port 4 no area I the team for Kaluk.
And most of the say Bibi Basse in our council chair or no aid to a former president. Until also event in the venue. On the NDC say most of my season and say echo. And one former president, that's what I was ready to say that I buy no. Oko Jam baby will come. I'm for a man will say say oh case corruption or I'm for you be a scadia. So now on a quite difference we and in sense more wana jaja more communicators no monka wana mecheno and no be more but now wow now first information I'm for can some now we in there said then wo nim that kwan mo faso nyina no mo de wie no me anya mo said on bodu beba mi opo because that is the no more ya no say the beba ka bibi abugu o man no oba otiso na most definitely you could expect say enkofo a omo abam no beba person be defend no mo throw shots the Ghana no one we are seeing is say they don't want to find a way a common ground say papa na or former president no asmo ka no e bia there some small iota of truth because ministers are more power omo nyina omo nya 100% friends saying credible they make out say and say omo kan yina corruption wo ho ai skabia fa kata se me baba e bi bai GMPC e bi bai me wa papa aja kon yi a na yi bai Ameridi there are some issues where woman ama and but you know any 100% in the case of corruption woman people who are instead say say equalization in defensive systems we be can we na nya yi a person mo defend your mono just why can't they sit down and so be reason no as a Ghanaian say politician me boa until at times no fa sa political fa to China because for this
you were person ka Jombo do make sampa kata se show we scarce dem
come on be defend it when me say come be defend it then defend no be defend no and I me can asem say the fail no your mama ni kwasa nkoko kasa and I Jombo do so be defend it na defend no me be can say at least they should have sat down and see say as some kind of small out of truth to say instead say almost as a political enemies no you have to see them as a Ghanaian. No say the minister say mo de mo me a 100 and something they say about say no omo nyina no eduma de mo nyina no 100% say obi aye koji ana kata say any baby a obi anwia bibia then you able to develop a country but say no say obi akobia na no can say me for the country development people tag me say or other political device but that should not be the norm. You should see ourselves as a Ghanaian first. There are some background as only in Tumkrana, ideologies are there. Assembling one who are prompt you just have to take it and move forward. To me, understand the Babwa. By the way, we're sorry, I know I could know what man way. We're so sorry, the same thing, 2016. Akufo-Addo, the same thing, I'm bear power. And the same thing, almost out now. They're also going to use the same strategy. And omo wakaka no mo keti bom those kind of stuff omo chenye omo suna no omo ban na omo de on politics because right now no Ghana for nim adwuma bie omo ni eso da ho first na omo kan say omo say futu go mania right now no omo mania bie omo no masiko na omo pepese say omo ye no mayi enti your mama e be say no former president ne person oba ompe bibi strong no njaso na say accusations because na obema manful leeway amoma kan a che no.
Okay, John Dramani Mahama Aide no ne 8 young boys call a group F ntoma koka manage a group no Manchester United, Atlanta, Villarreal and young boys. Manchester will stand
the
out.
same level.
Manchester will stand out. Manchester will topple by far. I don't know drop a point.
What's your man?
Besiktas is the next team drawn. But I share this issue. Now, for MBO phone lines, my callers in Kaaka, Macho Kaaka. Kaaka in the bush for say Omunji police for no.
Kaaka bush for.
Kaaka bush for. Yeah. Thanks for the correction. Kaaka bush for say Omunji Adiana police for Yenindi na MPP for na kum Kaaka. Yeah. Na omu person omodi sheni nuano. They went to Chief Imam to call on him to use his power to help intervene because MPP4 kata asem so na omunim se Kaaka nua na omoache no omoache ne keke onye boni bia onye hwe omo eye bibi dia kata so asem ni siye no na wada sa na omoka.
It's interesting. They went to visit the chief imam and they made this they brought these things to be on. Say when committee is sitting in there, they were interested in what course.
Besiktas dropped in Group C. Into Group C is complete. Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax, Besiktas.
Yeah. Committee is sitting in there. They were interested in what led to the atrocities near the brutalities, but they did not talk about. They were not really, or they didn't go into what really caused the death of the man. The CID is doing it. But before CID and you say the elder brother say a woman claims say no wow or they are not born no dragging into it. But they say that is where the story ends. They've not had enough information. It's a forensic because the guy insists that he was in the room the time that he died. So I say somebody's word against way. So the family they don't look happy. I'm on where they stand. They show that
Group B, Atletico, Liverpool, Porto, AC Milan.
Beautiful group of former winners, champions.
Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, Milan. That is a tough group.
Save Atletico, who has not won, but the last 5-10 years they've been a force to reckon.
That's a tough group, bro.
Yeah,
a tough group. Yeah. Atletico, Liverpool, Porto, Milan.
Yeah.
Wolfsburg, next team drawn. Let's see where Wolfsburg will end up. I count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Nafi, so akoso eti asemo is a Manucho a group of death. Manucho say a group of death.
United then a group of death.
United group no.
Yes.
United group no. I think young boys here, little boys.
By Villarreal, you thought group they were big boys. Were Villarreal big boys till they met? Hey. Group by the circle. Last time they were in a group with Leipzig, no Chulo Galactic.
Into Group G, complete. Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, Wolfsburg. Group G. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups uncompleted. The next one is coming, and then after now, just say we are Club Bruges, Club Bruges, Club Bruges. Only Group A or Group D. So let's see Club Bruges. Baby Omubeko. Club Bruges. Final. The only Belgian club to reach European Champions Cup final. Club Bruges will go to either Group A or Group D. Michael Essien, A. Bieso. Matata Bisson. Ghana ni Bamapa. Group A. Into Man City, Paris, Leipzig, Club Brugge. And Man City in Paris with the money for more firm for the next team to be drawn. Aka groups the last the next team to be drawn right now. Mama. I'm kind of Mama. There is Ivanovic Nimbo, Mama. As a Mama. Okay. It's here, baby. Almost a mobile Mama. they have only 2 options. Let's see. Michael is picking it up. Michael Asian is opening the ball. Michael Asian is opening the ball now. And Marmo, it's going to
balls and draws.
Balls in Group H.
Chelsea.
So what about Chelsea?
Yeah,
what about Chelsea? Oh yeah, we got a favorable draw, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got a favorable draw.
Yeah, but it's to make the Juve, Malmo,
Chelsea, Juve, Zenit, Malmo.
Wow, but favorable, but a bit not too good. You have to travel to Russia, come back, the league.
Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah.
So Dynamo Kiev can go to Group E or Group D.
Yeah.
Dynamo Kiev. Into Group E. Yeah. Group E. Ti Dynamo Kiev, Bayern, Barcelona, Benfica. D baako na bese no. B baako ka wana ka B quadruple B. But I think there is no other team with B.
Yeah.
The last team, Sheriff, Kalusha team no. First time on Bebo ni.
They've done well.
Yeah. It's almost called Inter group no. Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and a Sheriff. So the draw is over. Now we can go back to our program. And Team Aminfa drawing in our mighty for UEFA Champions League draw up by Group A. Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, RB Leipzig, and a Club Brugge. Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, and a AC Milan. I would term that to be group of death. Group C, Sporting Lisbon, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and a Besiktas. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and a Sheriff. Group E, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and a Dynamo Kiev. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United, Atlanta, and a Young Boys. Group G, Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, and a Wolfsburg. Group H, Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, St. Petersburg, and a Malmo FF. Indeed, these are the groupings for the UEFA Champions League draw. Manu mumi enwe anu mami some of pese obi abe mano sentiment kakra on the draw, but Kaaka dey where you submission sana.
Yeah, I didn't finish. Yeah, I think that the family deserves the CID should work faster. It looks like this case, in a foolish case, and it's very painful. I've listened to
that is what they are saying.
Yes, Kennedy, Honorable Kennedy, who is the chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee, also saying what you say by his intelligent briefing is the brother who killed. To the sense a case in Krabeya, they found a way to quash it. A mama named Light of Day. I think the family is still paved. He who feels it knows it. As a country, we need to really find a way to marry, let people die as heroes, or people be proud to be Ghanaians. In terms of Chief Imam, I think they are employing all the means available to them. Okay. The CID needs to be up and doing in this case.
Young call lines no so na emfa course no
one man can
Kaaka dia no me so ya no quick na emfa course
Kaaka dia no quick yeah opo just the last ask me buy no ma me na or first witness so eye witness no you should be the person almost because na ne brother na ya me tie say obi ko so or call wife no obisa no so hu de ye no ono answer the same person we can say ohun say ni nuan na atwe abono de na kokose bi ndi akụ say ma me o ye ma me kwa ni say wo super because say ni ma mienu ba ko say de akwa to prison it is ma me na o ya eyewitness as a first witness no sa ma me de eso mo ifo no interrogate the pa as o mbisa bisa na say because sa ma me pa ni nim ni pa ko a okum say Kaaka no na na odesi wona me che no na almost sign resist issues say nka ne ba na ekun na adenti na almost sign e chi nkofo me no mo da akwa to prison omo da prison and say ni aso mo hwehwe muti aban na say o my investigation e wi a say o my investigation wi a ento hwe omo papa mo ne on fa mbra bontin findings o mo ye o mo nyae no o wa yi no mo man yehu ne hu a betuma aboa ya make informed decision.
Okay. Unity Radio 1039 abusuafo for the asra kese ma asamas trading ene enyuma kwa kanyina ba phone segment no de Gold Coast Catering Services Adaruma and Aide Bremo Sanso and Aide Asadema Nabian Barbering Salon and also boy in Chidom near the phone in segment Bremo and Afi Anochi Trading and Anochi Cold Store. My call lines no so na yemfa course no mo adwen kire ne yage 508304939 508304939 outside Ghana now the +1 Ede ashe enimu na also odo adwenkyere ede aba said edi kan de mamno UEFA Champions League draw ne there it's all over ye wie ni nyina mamemfa nana ojambe boama na onhyase nana yenko
yo senior mame no wase na me na maricho me karusa so much ya omutia no chicken na no chicken so afa Ramadan dunya yesu tiva so you know that information center no so dia team good news information center
enra mami ntwa no kakra enra mehwe ushu no titi obi ka enra metinya Adjaye hwe program ni nyina Adjaye nya hwe program na we Pim Sign TV money another radio station or TV station or Germany is it Prekese TV yeah Prekese radio yeah Minya Adjaye show na tutu ntuma no na kalusha ni o ka me friend say on hwe ni nua na ni nua but unfortunately time I obey no time no adwumam until next week the obey off time I obey no or call every other weekend until the days not next week you can ya wada no obey off aye obo adwuma obi gina pro na chi
yo me that what does it
obi gina pro na chi yeah, and Rob Wedgman, young cover into
you. Senior Mamma was na and maybe American mechanics as a constitution. Friends, constitution, yes, young men from I think 2008, and I'm a cancer, so I'm a Manusi, when I say. You three castle on a person. Opo, and then the room, your ma and telephone, some maybe 2 said. So, MTTD, I'm not a bandit 0.2. That's all, yeah. Your mom meant it now so transmitting with you, man. So, we see in any film and film or channel, with me, ultra. Safuri na neso ese nipa nyeso akobo konu bi ye efemi tima na ti amama to aso e ko ba se ko ya mo fo dia na kuku e jubi ya so na adi hapa na opo e ta mo bi se kana ana ya jubi ya wa akoko ko na Japan e kasa mo fo so kasa aso se ne matrasi bi papa no first o de wana ne mebu o kasa na ne nya bi me se ne ma na e ko so no me ne papa no ya adwe si ya ngeye ya kasa ya ni e so e twenya ko bo ni fe ya se party me ye be a jeopardy o me ni koko me ni bibia ye wo me na me MTTD MTTD be to me me ni dia but me adia me go ye wo me me betom na me ni bibia na me kotoko na me ni wa na ye si bibia ma ye sen e ba na jitu a me koko we go adia ni nya I no bi so ye na na hwe ye na ntie ma me bi na kana so maternity na company and a cook I mean no obi brand na do so pass up to mama so ya de e ma ko fo ko na obi a wuri bi na wono so o to ma ko tu mani mo e ti bi ya ni te me mama you ko everything inside baby da o na thank you
okay na no jump e ma da CP oluwa pom ti say
ko alhamdulillah no na so
erada do me wadi pa yanko
yo ko mi da se be ni akwa ja de ama no ko amen cha no godfather chama ko jo ago Gold Coast catering and restaurant services na juma ko ni na me cha be o ko amen cha me father Mr. Danso of Dan Auto Repairs o ko mi bu so na yo na ba no asna anything there lebo
wama manucho ra ho wama manucho sre asna nka ho asna nka ho kra Sesia UEFA kra de competition ba kwa beka ho na nka omo ya se nka omo betrim na nka asna nya bia bo still
asna le bia che ba
asna se nya UEFA
Arsenal 2003 2004 Arsenal wo go to kwa Jesuman Laura go to Africa Airport 3, Kule 2 to come the level 5. Now, Patrick Vera Gina 6, now Robert Ray Gina 7, then Lumber Gina 8, that's the original 9, that's about Gina. I the best of Gina 7, that's about Gina 11. So, anyway,
and Mantis Obo Henry Dion.
This is original 9. And no moment about that. The thing original 9. Then there is more come about 10. Then look a friend say Silver Wilson about 11. Okay, that's the way. Final match. I'm gonna just name one consider go card now with me now film the master losing that match against Barcelona. So, see where Arsenal from that time they seen there. Now Arsenal to me just say you who say Arsenal Friday will be for yourself. Now your first 3 matches, you lose your 10 matches, so you better lose. Okay, Mammy come and Kaaka seminar I buy Kaaka me dey be American. Oko Leviticus 26:39 or so. Nanko podcast and you all. But it's me dear, say John Quadu on Nanko Pon and Man Quadonqa. What can you tell me? What only a training far or far no Sunday area. No, me a car for 50 but then the numbers of the banner. Nanko Pon, I want to say why I move now, but it's Yama will be a Samba Coupe and I can say in the Inna Ilahi wa Jehon. We all came from Almighty Allah. To him, all shall return to. It is a kind of food, be the body so, be the year so, when it's Allah Yakao. It is a two, Kaaka, not come to service for some more pay and community man and couple. Allah Yakao. Because all committee now must set here now and somewhere even, or more now, Parliament members no Busani at the other, after more agenda. So, young person, maybe a two so be a Kaaka, Juma, no, what do you call it? Party for the and so now your audios, and videos or now more threatening. Opo, if you cry now, we say. This woman ready this are buying and no quite threatening. They will put your cassette your part, not is now quite threatening. Oh, Ghana is super man and who was only so be cassette your part, no one say Nipana Casado, and as he threatened, as you know, if no one obey that cover, now a day, open man and Casai. Oh, the man in Cassan to say, yes, audios, yes, videos, yeah. The wing fans will say they are born in the country, and to the Aide, every
yeah.
And you see a Kaaka, so say no, and then I'll branch and one day we have seen you. What yes, Uncle Paulson inside, when I justice man, one night justice, Amano, and Bramit say, it's already the whole baby, or what you come them with life, because what come on, when you talk about them, so come on, all about them, no Kuma, and a DNS, who couldn't cry DNS. No, Kuna, only play about the way I would also, in the Canada party. And to go do when you young people, baby, don't come a mess, when you young people, baby, in Jama, and then you say, my justice, I have to my Baba. Omo for elections na obi MTTD na na Akufo-Addo yes opo wo ye wa nye nipa no gbagbe Allah so atre kwan of us o jini pankwa mani pankwa dey dey for nipa ni na Nyankopon se say opo Allah wo nye ni ye mai mirase
yes you da CP Olumai okay bafo Israel sorry bafo yanko
opo ma mencha na mencha wa tie ko ina na ya mo abaso ni dimandi am gusa moye na me ni say Kaaka wu no some kind of economy, a coyama degree. Tama, Omaka say, there is no committee no international. A committee no cocoa national. I was upon a carton como and Indian come the Kaaka. If I meaning some kind of amamante. It is a CA, or mobile no because Nipati for Nikunwa. Some of us, we are tempted not to believe that story because. Who prove a reputation for Nikuna? There is any party for Nikuna. Why did you refuse to send that evidence to the committee? I'm a committee now, we are presenting the results near the same, the findings and reports and everything. Now, I think now back to count and change. So after we I think our father baby was over soon. I think say the answer no matter I can again. Finally, constitution amendment. I think say idea be a home here. And presidents are back in and will be a try say, which me be a cry idea for home. So it's me to be the farm, I think, and boy, because also the air so now she Article 71 would as no quine monuments are or Monsa Ekana and no quano Asimwa. Adaya constitution and Emma Mokai say they can, benefit in that way. 29 years. I think some amendment should come. Referendum in Natafono. It need Bananka, it's necessary and never be Fima. I don't know. The laws need your royal constitutions in my Kama. But the most small, they use for instance, don't mean prosecute to president to be after the work of Kunyaso unless 10 years. And definitely 30 years for Kunyaso. And Kwame. And even that I'm gonna man for free stories nani pa koni because Zuma say Kunyaso nano at South Africa. I think say he have been prosecuted abedina kwakoto afiase. So if you really want to fight corruption there, never be to tita wumno. I would say to me who be beneath you. Na say ye de ye ebe boa exhibition said ye na constitution or be strong. Na say every vagana for. Go babo kwaka say ye nipa ntia ye mra. Enye mra ntia ye nipa. It is a constitution, and it is getting to a point I say, no constitution or there. Now it has news has been accused, you need to get a new constitution at Buana and also my to me, Akosama Vidia, Kama. May I say, Benny, my person to us.
Yes, the CP bar for Israel, sorry, but our number 54 no to us, mammy.
Opo, how do file?
How do I pump to say?
Opponent Kuyi.
Ade.
O managing Simo, young with in Pabo, Edika Ghana, Ghana, Yakura, Opu, Nikasha, Ghana for the women, because Opomango Abaso, any of the Madia, the Mapa, we have worked Ghana, my young coupon show and Pedro, and no, can send 2 from and from me, and the Dia, we saw about Mapane, my Ghana, and Kunan in Paru, and community as a Madame Fun, Uncle Kama, down for Kalusia, and Madame from Maluchu, my idea. Let me tell Chama, what they are no American in 24. Let me tell me Chama, SS, who have been empty. Alas, you have no one share oppose corruption, Babia means corruption. In Ghana, you the right to information bill about still corruption. You the special prosecutor about still corruption as the real Ghana. Who clients is Ghana constitution 3,000 corruption corruption clearing agent. Naman Kofi. It means that the fellow they be aiming the kind of correct. You know the Akufo-Addo issue about corruption was fairly Ghana for the Pia Nua what in a year. No, now the Akufo-Addo. Yes, you have PDS, Makele, Youth Authority, Makele, Cash for Seat, Makele, Makele, corruption clearing agent. Yet here, now after the Robin Box. Part 1 and 2, Makele, Yetiana Nemo, Makele, corruption planning agent, Ajapa, Makele, Clean Bond, Makele, the BC Bus, I don't know corruption Africa Ghana. It's a month, you know what you are not Akufo-Addo, and in the Bawumia, or Munamo corruption, Agushi, Ghana for now, with a new issue, and Trump, about the date of the Almighty Allah coming 2024, John Dramani Mama, corruption, Mr. Ghana, every year, Midasi.
Yes, yeah, that CP in your Bema, Mbacho 995, to Asuma Ibrahim.
Oh, Yamin Shrow Minelpo, Yamin Kauna, Ghana, the Aide Boko. Apart from say, Omupeso, Omu, Aquana or Kunipa, Omupeso by force, they say, wherever the minute. Yenti Bonibia will Bunidina. The Bobon Pay Amamo so say, anytime be an Omunia Adjaye, any Tima. And my say, yes, we enter Agony. You have no support, I'm with the support quality, no, yeah, that's it. Naminta will move for life, baby, I will be a. Opo, a papa, the Diana make us say, your mum, Penina, or TSC. They are Kaaka, any proya. One a first class. I enter me in film. Or your first class, I no, say, your Kato big corona. Odrunanima on never catch any panel no coco any pa. On one a check no more yet. And this upper pay at the Suana Cate, correction ebe fight afa ha ko bla 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 enya no pre papa nan kimi ye on timi moye the only thing is say yebetima akase ye nyina ye be ye ba ko na ye yi o mafio the pese clear house to chadia by e pese how ntu asodia ende yen koso na yen ndi omochi the by say e pese problem is of padia tite kepe incoming president John Dramani Mahama no on be solve Ghana problem no for them e can say more US no can be a ko to gemi ye bom pay amamu because mutu hono da biya yeti mun kana aye ho atene ye ni die nti da biya ye bom pay amamu wati yakupon kamu no nyame siramu
okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Okay, Unity Radio 1039. Couple of messages. Ube to me after 503049394. 503049394. Odo dia ba befa na yeso yama kwan na odo adwenkyere ede aba. Manu chudi na sometimes okay, I think Opo, there is a whole procurement ministry for these things. You just can't think far for this government. Mamiaba, as I said, Opo, he has been charged but not convicted of rape by a law court. So please, let's check. Yeah, that's why we said that he's been charged of rape. That's why City are suspending him. Mamiaba, Opo, have you noticed that almost all members of parliament are lawyers? They are just there to look for loopholes in the already flawed constitution to explore such wickedness. Since the NDC are all wise now and see clearly what happened to the reforms the late Professor Mills proposed. Mamiaba esi yemisa se NDC for and Professor Mills proposal out de by no mo amfanya adwuma na afedie mo na mo stress yenye reformation of the constitution. Maybe Raman Otemenga. Hello, Raman Otemenga. Otemenga. Okay, Yanko.
You, the Airways commander, the great Airways commander. Mami chana me bo about tsunami chia. Eye minya manucho na machami na kalusha. Nanko ponka muna masuna jumade mobo. Opo meko efa katasise proye. Oh my Ghana and there say ope abanya katasise proye on timi to one amwa. Aya papa na naru danko Akufo-Addo. Say me the mama ma bombu mo na naru danko Akufo-Addo ho say. Na me ojijo ni mu. You say, you see, sir, a branches mamma be ya kokra de bitima ba be ye. Na onna me bo pro eto Ghana for trim pa kese. Any corruption. Our see John Domani mama peso omu bokro no our banum omu disika. Because somebody your man omu fine ye. No no there's a Ghana for ye gidio ni mu no mo to abamana. Adobe dika tegeti pa yasro manum ya katasise na olumai ya to abamma o first time ana afedobe aye nyina yegu eye fuela kwaya afedobe mu faso emexi ekoto ema bimu ye nyina wa happiness fuel 250 tankers ejira original minister bi ya hu be simne PDS ekoso agwacha ga kunne ye hwe na mamuorum kura ye hunu ye wa ha na chat bisu su de ba ye wodi sika gu koko botomu na esoa no dividend man pemi office na no kom kura ebu akwa difiri garam se fo bi ho ye nia anas twade ba ye nyina ye wa ha na seya ye hwe da akoso Jam Yapaka Siapani, and ya Bunumai this year. From my need this year, Ajimamu. Yasiko version bra. No one Kasa Papa Pina. The Pia was teacher doing and ne. Who percent put mine chrono at their ton of $10. What was $19 at Ghana. Najami Yapaka Siapate Papa Kudina. Yapapa Nanaru Danko Akufo-Addo called Domamamu. Wasani ko bo popo we abaso na yense papa sa corruption no a o ka so be si hu kwan no na say e ye waduma na na kokko the door and na o dadaye say na na dan kwa Akufo-Addo kata hihia e kosu nyina ya te say onu so 10% wom tom bia mo tia na ma tene bia nti the ministers ni ya de na
why na kan azem no
oh na opo o minister bokko na ma ya chi no na o minister bokko na ma ya chi na ya de na se o ye utimi ko bona abaso
enti eno che se eno de metiwa se ba eno enchere se na nado age 10%, you know, you have to straighten up your fight.
Opo ye nyina ye wuta ya ayi chance bisu afua koko boto tikama odiwura na nado office nyina ye hu ye nyina ye hu ma me a onu susu na nado ankasa oje bra envelope ye nyina ye hu no video nyina ana oji adamdie
sa envelope no MPP for say it was before the elections.
Master papa na ja waji potogum nangum shegum kwasa kura ba ku pe na kom utopo na nadu ama Ghana phone site from ka ende na nadu tukwan ba amanone na Ghana fo ho ehuru na omu kansem bi tia no na onu na pe sai onuma ha enne be bia watifia duru legacy pen and obey Ghana timafo adia wa Ghana timafo ni kata ojati ana wa Ghana fo no na dan kwa Akufo-Addo ya de legacy pen ana wa Ghana timafo Ghana fo ni na no se don penyiche class for a breath na teacher for a complete class and then classroom come nya kajen trad here and then school feeding and then omo na school feeding no omo kasa feeding the say the break kwa ayi bank for show mo come ho no we can acquire around 1 hour bia 15,000 pounds checking how many days no be here into papa I think I'll be country Ghana for now video musu abama ono one Ghana phone site from into na na the baby on come see so akokura we mass akokura we be do my today na na do na last and for me catch that one there opa clear the girl so can na do you me first me second time all you ba hadam Bawumia oba hadam na ala tramati on go so mu phone share but ala sora njina na na do can okọ the second time I was trying to 2 years ago. Or better to own to me call no handam Bawumia about the Senator. It's a prayer on my search, prayer on my search is over to me for Tramati, by Ala Tramata Sorangina, Linia, or with the
Raman, Azana Bakorma Mizao. Yamfan said the old Kenya no crack. Say Nanado say Ubijama Bawumia, Adena Lanchamati with me.
Oh, sir, I'm not sure my sister, you understand. Sir, Opian said the Kaaka Twaba. Now, about 1 hour, Kaaka Kurano. And you try on my set, another person on no hand over my head of Mahama Bawumia. Said, I don't know what to know what to
know. No, you can say all that, but my point is that we see Alanchamatia mani musua amana ni Adena sananado adwene ni se obeja ma Bawumia to aso Adena Alan betumi aye to stop that so untimi nya hwe
what man ka tell me sananado no person baba no sananado no person baba obesra ba second time no on comba ya de tell mananado ka ko second time ah you ka tell for shin kura omo de ne baba man ka tell me draw aya Alan ni Bawumia ko jina Alan ba jini Bawumia am down right say me hando ba ma Mahama Bawumia da class dia enya dia obetimi Adjaye agwa na ashifom enti sa kun no ma seti enti na papa no ebe tan ba ya na no papa no ba bia sinai ebe bia Papa not flying in Papa, I'm not for one inside and no matter. I thought for all ya. Then you have then you are one coin the cat for father no quarter. I don't know one try offer and then you can look for a soft on that.
Yeah, that's it, Raman, yeah, that's it.
Then now also put some men some who keep that for a over the ocean on about the land. This is the penalty on the press and then the kind of place couple because the person was Ghana doesn't happen now. What now? Number one that the one of the boy. That's it.
7-7 maybe I thought to us we are not at the boat 3-0 corner 3-8 and so at us 7-7 yanko
you know for metal papa America mumuni chogosi amekete free of nzo continue
mumuni na ko share hin because am for bisa maami aba nkuma de ye nurse ni ye adwuma pantan government house wa bisa wase saa
no kura mi opo me ko share abrabono na na do amamburi de me ko share da bi ni ko share ni pa ko share wa wi ahotire eni show wa Ghana we mini opo so wa mpa djuma bi amfa utiri abom anya obi anim se drive ya djuma ene emu na djuma be na do baaye no e bi so bi obeti petrol so atiti oil so ni diesel so na do 212 na no ko shade na do kura sa to diesel mu nti ashumu sa no a ni akoya djuma den ampa diesel na petrol angu ye ka mo na mini opo ye da sere chance de yiri ni amani abuso fo kura be no the boy that the back of Shedizemu, and maybe Mumuni Chogote, Awago Sila, Siamino Casano, no vice president Kruma, also among them say Huso, Aya Walwale, and a new Genesia, make us aluminium too. Oh, wow. Never could know so, Namin Chia, Namin Chia, Minio, the couple, Shiro. No more for 10 years one day. Now, dear Bakwa, the Pabia was so bumpy and said, so 2 for Mount for 10 years one there. No more we pa nya tamno ta kwati nya wonde no wa wie fire we said na do mambo ya na o kan bre ya for nyankopon wo pegu fama ya wie ya kwanye ti se na do mambo ni na o ma ko so de bi o bi aso me chia no nyankopon o nsira no nka no ma no patente de bia bi o ma ko so wa ka ne o tu fo nyankopon o nsira no na ba the bill beside us to two for your all the Syria. Okay. I'm said to make the animal dinner, sir. Nimiana, your cool were Jura, and now who were Jurano, a dear Shamu, and another ayers, and I dear and another taking action, a dear Paho, Saminiano who were Jurano, Jayan Cramo for the Busiani, at the Sonia Cramoni, and now Busiani, Sawata, a dear Baquaya Cancer. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Eye otufo nyankopon na amanasi. So to say boy, was to say boy, yen nyam yem say, yen kra bia, wo kra free soro a wo de banono, yen ye believe no. So kenya sa kwa we kra so no be fagua, nka sa kwa no so na nyankopon e be ta agye ne mpa. Nti kramoni wu a, e de yihwemu ya ba ko yihwem. Ye ko yihwe bibia mu, yen so otufo nyankopon and I told her, Afreno, said Dana Sua, and Nadia Uda. The young business said, the not Wakasano, or Mumu, Abamua, or more post in Ukrano. We were saying what you know you should. I think it's a mobile on day. What time a national security for your Majuma? What time of your investigation? We know for and never some the young country and another Wakunya. And in another was you know my Ghana home. A generation who cried the 1 to 2. I'm not sure that and another to look over the same one. Obi tu na betray radio station great in the bigger threat. Which Momuni
say no so muguso amohwehwem.
Na muguso da ba na baba. Eye na na so otena. Wo wu ye na. Eye na na otena. Mi no pay. Wo ye santroni information aba. Say na na so otena no mehwem. Awu ni bakro ku no.
Amuso muguso ba de.
Awu na anu wa jirai. Okay.
Okay. We are happy to hear back from you, Mumuni, from Mumuni Kokote from Mumuni Chokosi from Offensive Kokote. Okay, thank you very much, Mumuni. Daddy Boti Yanko, Apom Design. Daddy boat mbacho meto nka apom ti sen. Daddy boat mbacho meto nka yanko. Daddy boat for the last time say one thing na me san ho amen complain you. Daddy boat mbacho adu so meto nka yenti o. Okay. Bacho wa number 38 no to asoma me. Daddy boat am so onye ready so be kasa. Number 38 yanko. Hello. Hello. Daddy boat utemenka. Number 38 utemenka. Me ba jowa number 38 no to aso. Daddy boat nye ready. Wa number 38 no. So utemenka to aso mame. Okay. Phone, so I think they are not ready. Let me get them off now. Can messages. Me Agnes Boff Zochao. Agnes Boff for Sochai. I say good morning to my handsome men. Question also say Opo. Now that NDC are demanding a portion that will benefit them. I tell you, we should forget. Nanaro himself says the constitution has no fault. Mami Abasi Manucho couldn't have said it better. He just spoke my mind. Brilliant presentation, senior man. Manucho, Nadia, you are the toast. Mami Abasi, you see why I have a problem with NDC proposing the amendment. They are thinking about elections, so it's only electoral reforms they are pushing. So in Ghana, should everything be about elections or my bank cranny? Okay, Mamiaba Edia and also Eddie Ebaye and no. Back to the line. We batch our number 38 no to Asumami.
Hello. Hello.
Mbajawa number 38 to Asumami.
Opo mi dati. Opo mbajawa African president.
Yeah, mine too.
Mi dati.
Okay, Africa president call we are another the boat to come afraid that the boat to sa wante eti yanko we are no so atwaso
mati opo na me de Ghana de e kan hwehwem ho a aban we breso yenye hwehwem fa hwe ho so on kai se aban we ya to the credit agent ade bi abasi bi o kese o yen hwehwem a obawie no ade kan ade clear ade ne say ade ne free of charge. So a issue is me say omuye for him, omuye for him. Me, Nana do Amagana see at the GDB and you mutam. Okay, Central Region Miami and Watam. Okay,
yeah.
Omuya, I said, Mamma, no, this year, you know, go and go calculation, Omuni Baby and Korano, or Momusho, Omuni Baby and Korano to be a phone come to me, because he's saying, the man doesn't do anything. Oh, some people are just about when you almost you be a our Ghana. And the meaning they can say, wow, so job boy in the piano. Then be our cocoa to your bonfire, my boy. And from so you know, we are in the media channel. So the people are mobile as far. Then I don't even know what you yeah, but yeah, they be up a boy now would tap. And yet, Omo can't go to Korea and I do so Omo, that's why I consider yeah. The media makes almost every day was a issue. Then I do the out of Lucrado. The other man say, got an Indian 1 million and a piano. Yes, or no, you will go out to be moving a piano without the Macom of Yaba.
Yeah, that's CP in your Bema. Daddy would mind you. Daddy boat, what's a manga? I know online in your Sammy uncle.
Na
1 minute na daddy boat address her the line to ma na me ma daddy boat to finish na quick na wa bread daddy boat after the what menka
no to nka international
we dey yanko na dru so na nka sami twa fa ho ba yanko
yo international menchia mi no mo di kan ni o mo di machi ni menchia mo MTTD ma o mo ti o ni menchia international everybody ya na nsembi wesre na me with the NDC college in sabi bi munye serious why bi munye serious ba ko
That boat can watch them in Pesa or new Biba Corn adventure, Yanko.
O president on the Lamukra to you, you keep it in all you, that they know you. The flag can say only with your yan or no ground to do with you. Now, Jimmy Gate, Akufo-Addo Namala or so was this will be the swimming. Nasabi, and then 7 acre, and Rama minimum. Ubabanya, Akufo-Addo Unibia, in Kazamri, who I need a cowboy and Jacobs Rano. What I say, when many Jimmy class was that you are covered by out. It is our so why, yet they pay up yes, but in the only Akuma, and it's a winner. You will teach yourself the produce of my Ghana. It is our India. On campaign the president, you know. That's up for 5 minutes, every 70 something. Not as a chassis, a rule of my move, and a party. Yeah, Sanquat, Yamu, Yamu, party, you know. And you know, on my moon in Akutana, oh, it is our so yet they are yes, and this is one of the people near the international. Bawumia Akufo-Addo to me. Which you would end it for almost the matter. So say, then you are among party in Ranima, I would the person at your mama. As I say, what Jabosu. Then I say, I never saw you be able to and will be out of Tribi. It is a Akufo-Addo, or neighbor Kata, and our Catanoa, only in a woman on the Lakata, and Minnesota. You be able to be out of the forms, nay, a prepared by a shipper. We didn't say, be our life of the Wapatunaba. It is only about letting to move. So I had you. Who knew how? So say, Musu, and this is bonus to Bawumia. It's not Rama when you are great in dinner. I wonder if she can, not a woman of a polish cinema. Because international share the Papanian Sabro, John Minor Japadia. No, you are the former minor. And then be a former president, Mama Lena Lama. And then Rama Mokika, Mopeno. International, I say, Papa, the message to you. Me omo we am nwanwa na I me nwanwa pa say chinchin I will say you CJ you need because obi dey asama to so engineer kokko na ko yi me we dey over you need to be na like say abaya oni hwe ni dey alo odi wa lo achi na ni na kuku dan fo ala mpa fo me ma bo ami ati so mai no ni e be mo ndi se ti mo power for my demunti ma ko fa Mrapubia but I have managed to say the moving up my arena. Constitution, okay, one I must share my dear. What is that time? You see, when you got Jimmy, for every book is no reason to no manner, or even Japanese and me. Satam, when you say, or my name and this and this, yeah, Mamma, Timor, I must have to satisfy the moment of Yamope. Why then they put down up with the money I break? Mr. Anderson, if more money, you want to say, you move free at home. Then is a deal with me, but I am my fa, and then the price of Patia have a fire of Badu. That's all in the MP position, and then I say, I know also. It's a winning require trouble. What in some Mukwaya, a poor master to Kuyano. I found which you know my say that baby is going to be moved from Mokata, perhaps. I found where I discuss in a Munkabi. Okay, but I know more like Moate. A million record.
Yeah, say, Daddy Boat, Sammy Yanko. Obey last call.
The na metro so on the 1992 constitution more power also and I must share and I we have a bad 8 till now until then one was a film and I'm question a film commander by then maybe there are some people in the NDC or other political parties are not only power and only see another they were even in existence by then. But I know more than says I'm not here and maybe from company because I know maybe that I'm working in their favor. No more say Navy in favor of him. Because it is not favoring them, we should amend it. Amendment, no, and no man penny going to get mathematics, I can say, or may amend it. I think a Beko cabinet, a Beko parliament, a Beko empire, so many in Kofobe getting involved and son. So amendment recorded by a Juma. No, but going forward, no, no, around question and arm war and then I'm almost Ekika and Semino. Upon a Kaaka was Afonso Mokase, Kaaka was killed by his own people, now any party. So almost is a party for no as a king Kaaka, Abra, yet see, if I say, Abasakua, almost a moon, a better and now this equal losing the Juma, the job. say say party for the kuna. They should come out. They should appoint people, point figure out people. Say because after say Omontani teach about the kuna muna say yentini farm metu gase NPP and now Bentiana to the kuno. Ne yidin soon in Kofokata, ne yidin Kofokata to be dances and you say on one brother and a bob a kuno so yen the bisa. In the Muslim Bacase, a mononing Kofodia. Now, I bet you this at a moment, she said, a moment near my confusion basa. If you never man said, say you want the kuno where you are called say, or be a kuno from where you can pass any person in the kuno. They should bring it out so that we hold them responsible. Now, Bawumia Akufo-Addo into the Mama Aide Akufo-Addo person on your 10 through Bawumia is never here nor there. It's never here nor there. Omu Aide for no Mokatan and they and Omu Akabato Kodia. I know Monokoto. They don't have a vote in any NPP Fagbera, I should say, the Fagbera. They don't have a vote. They don't have a say. In this Bawumia Akufo-Addo, it means actually we have a percent Ghana for the NPP for the in particular, only two baby. So, because they are two Bawumia from the NPP, that's what they're flag bearer. That's what we did not Ghana for and Trabama, no, what they use on Ayokwa. In the Akufo-Addo, the same because the armed for extending to us. Akufo-Addo, Juma, all yes, is saying. I don't know about determine say whoever becomes the flag bearer, no, whether you're not Trabama and I am Trabama. But the lady, only Juma planning Ghana for Kuma, and the promise is non fulfilling. The Jimmy says, oh, yeah, no, yeah. Whoever becomes the flag bearer, no. For NPP, no. So Ghana for who's there, you must for the INT. The duration is only time the trust a bit more. A hundred may be decided. But the name of Mokase, a good for the protector, a good for any day is never here in a day. They should think about Omo party, no. Omo Jimmy Cromwell for some young Shana Ghana for Momo, Aide 2024 the Ghana for the Traba Mama. So be Omo Jomo, no more opposition, you know, to Sonia Nejma. A poor man for front trust.
Yeah, that's CP. Some couple of messages. Manicho couldn't have said it better. He just spoke my mind. Brilliant presentation. You see why I have a problem with NDC proposing the amendment? They are thinking about elections, so it's only the electoral reforms they are pushing. So in Ghana, should everything be about elections or my bank? Since the NDC are all wise now and see clearly what happened to the reforms the late Professor Mills proposed. Opo, have you noticed that almost all members of parliament are lawyers? They are just there to look for loopholes in the already flawed constitution to explore such wickedness. Opo, and there is a whole procurement ministry for these things, so you just can't think far for this government. Now it's a better time to sack Ole, Villarreal and Atlanta. Asembeba Debbie. Nana Kofi says, Opo, good evening. In fact, when you listen to these political parties and their intentions for the nation as compared to what actually happens, then you know that Ghana has no future in drastic change if drastic changes are not instituted. Kwesi Owusu edia odeba enso eno ya Nana Kofi Abeka na deba Kwesi Owusu say Group G is Europa round 16 group. Yeah, I remember it's very true because they were all in the Europa League. Nana Kofi Abeka said, please educate me on the Champions League draw. I thought Barca, Real Madrid and Juventus were being ousted because of the Super League. Yeah, that is what UEFA said. Say and Kombe Yomofrim, but they could not. Until still they qualified. Until Barca any Real for Super League anymore, but UEFA hasn't also strike them yet, so they are still in the Champions League. Mamia Basi, hey, Mumuni, it's been long. We thank God you are doing well. Welcome back. Okay, Mamia Ba, you were always asking about Mumuni Chokosi from Offenso Kokote. Nidino any Krumo free rhyme until Debiano Bisano. Nature Quine. I wish a couple of announcements. Abeka yen Sam Fam Famumamo. Na Nyamea Duma yintumi and taking notice said the bitumi akwakoja omwa adia to mani omomo eware omomo ji omani so Nyamea Duma ye sha se free enije memenda ebe yenu abema aye ofe ene ne yire Judy and ofe 10 years marriage anniversary, which also happens to be a blessing day. Yeah, blessing account and a 40th birthday. Into a 3-in-1. Ekoso our Indian Centre, 152 Shrewsbury Main Street, Shrewsbury. Ehona ekoso by the beko sorry answer. Ehona ekwe blessing on ye di asadama nyame our 44 Randolph Road, Liberty Church of God, Worcester Haya. If you are menon ye beko sorry we are 1 to 3 after church. Na yako akwatenase our Indian Centre 4 o'clock to 12. Na yakoji ni any aware for na ko celebrate. Timoma nyina yenko na yenko tai ye nuaba Judy and any knu ofe echi Abraham Mudio anniversary no ma sign aye blessings no eti eno so de no ne di hobiem nyame aye adoma September bosume aye ba be rem ne da etoso aye 9 September 4th aye be ti se so far miensa na maboa no ewa ha nya edikan aye ye mami Madam Ernestina Kumanum aka mami Kumase ye nyina nim se ye mami free mu busumi kakrani na enhyehyeye ene se ye din na otwa wie dadaada afi na abusua pani nana osei atwene bonsu oyo tumfo atene akuampon hene ena nana yadu fie profile du hima nana osei ipuni oya abusua pani Pastor Nana Kobi Church of Pentecost presiding ye nyina nim se ye ne papa na ewo eye Worcester or both eye Church of Pentecost Worcester MA na fe the entire Church of Pentecost Worcester nti moma ye nyina ye nhya no so abusua tonsa afre se ye maami Kumase a onya ne ba bi koye ema oje akire no ebi ene eye Amatiri Vasti Wilson ye nuabema Kofi ne hokani ena Joseph Wilson Jr. ena Brendan Num ena afi omunyina yema na Nana Dako Margaret Dako ena Nana Kofo Fifi ena dodo na afre no omunyina nso eka ho etonsa afre adofo ne jamfo ne Worcesterfo nyina se ye maami Kumase abesom yen sompa wa maye nuane adi asom yen tonioma toda na kreska na onya ade nto aya na den da bia meka so everybody volunteering and serving the community no ese e kire donti nyame yadma September 4th ye maami Kumase eyi no baso enwumre no nwotwe kopim ahumanache no mienu 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Church Semendano Yeshe Red and Black. Ebeko Thanksgiving service. Nyame Ayadma Church of Pentecost. And only 5th September. Ne kwesi ada atani black and white. Black and white. Yewi na omode refreshment. Atwaso 1 to 6 p.m. Ewo hwa timoma yensha no so na yinyina yentumi nko na yenko tai echiri na enye fe ye maami Kumase yi no September 4th. Timoma yensha no so sanso ena September 4th krono ano yenua ba obaya ene ne hokani Isaac Mensa miami nua be ma Chelsea ni papa ena Daniel Bodom ofa nana yaw nana Kwame Amponsa Kakabo the first oya Minnesota Santifo hine onu nso ye nua bema omunyina de areho se Worcesterfo se ye maame Vivian eye Bodom ono eye obaya ne maame waka baabi nyame yadoma September bosumi ai biram ne de toso na September 4th any 5th na obaya to nsafre Worcesterfo nyina se momra meta na chi na onye ne maame yi ai twato kra wo Armenia Cultural Center Saturday no na oye eyi no eno no ye 8 to 2 a.m. dress code near black and white for the Saturday, black and white. Na Sunday no obey reception our Armenia Cultural Center and only we are no 9 kopim and ajudu bako 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. and only all white and oh yeah timoma nyina yensha no so na oba ye 4th and 5th September yanko ni nyina ekoso Armenia Cultural Center enko tai na chi nti uhwa the same 4th September yenua ba eye Matilda Enindey eye ba Mr. Steve Enindey mi nua bema ono so eye asew ye maame Madam Comfort Adjaye akanchinagu oye Matilda maame said the Debbie Amecano, Yenu Abai Mammy Frim, Wakogana, Eko Crani Mame, Okoya Ninu Abeman so, Akujimu Atun so, Inti Ekoya Sutro Mienu, a mani Hane, Ewo Ghana, Inti Shishaya Busuaye, a year or Yuko Busia Penny of Insuta Achiase, Mr. S.Y. Odru, and so, Abusuani. Anase ono so kan abusua no ho ene yenua ba Matilda titiru ono ene eba wo krimu a yenyina ye kugya no eye ene asew Steve enindai etonsa afra abusuafo adofo agyamfo wustafo nyina se memenda a eno so ye September 4th awo New England SD Asafo 67 Vernon Street eho ena yenua ba Matilda etena se aye ne maame memorial service wo kire se ebre na ye hyase no ye nwumre no nwotwe enti moma yenyina ye nyepene wo kire se enche bebre ebeye beti se 2 or 3 hours na ode awie oye no tiawa ti moma yenyina ye nyepene na yintumi contem na yinkota yenua ba eye Matilda enindai ene ne hokani Mr. Steve enindai so echi ti moma yensha no so eno no eba so September 4th ti moma yensha no so ne dru abusua yenyina yintumi nko na yenkonkotai yenua ba Matilda echi makati o se Matilda yewe hiame sanse oye menua prekope minua ba prekope figana Steve menene ne ko school ti enya abruchiri ne bi hu ho ye anuanom adofo school for ene chese bibia from Ghana ye mekae se Steve fribisiase ye nyina school for itimi boaboa ho na yakoye aduane adi obesiase ne ade so ho ye se old time friends are always the best timoma ye nyina ye njepene na nyame ya adoma September 4th nioma okurimu ye nyina ye nkoboa omo hia se echeche omo re omo ye yi ni nyina isanse one to a ka be pesa hoho ene adofo beba abeta wachi na efe sanso ena nyame ayaduma September 11th Bianca Sankasa Mase Nimpon efrano eye Cecilia si Frempon oye eba sanso ena Mase Bianca Samehokani Margaret ne papa Mark Chumesi oya so aka Boga papa ena afi emanu bi eye Cecilia Mensa oye ba Oforia nane eye ba ena afi grandchildren anananum ni bi eye Theresa Champon ono granddaughter ena Belinda Jauso granddaughter etonsa afremo miama si nimpon Boga papa Cecilia Chumesi se ne maame oba penny Veronica Frempoma ya maame akanchenegu notias ne efre no maame esi ama wako Ghana wakosi nachi akoye maame yi twato na fei ana busu betena se ewo Worcester Crodium ha na waye eyi no ne twato kra eba so ewo 11 September memenda ewo Indian Center 152 Main Street Shrewsbury MA enwumre no so kopem ahomanachi no mienu 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. dress code no chese black and red for Saturday na Sunday no asida sorry I was in one of Ark Catholic Church 570 Lincoln Street no eho ena obeshe black and white inti Saturday black and red na Sunday black and white ti meton safra do fu nyina se momra na mometa mechi masi nimpon ena ne mame edafom aso yama yakobio omiso akosi abade na so nothing replaces a lost one and a loved one inti yano ede no inti September 11th monsha nso na yenyina yitumi mra emetai masi echi na enye fefefe sanso ena the same September 11th no yenu abe my friend say Ken Asafo-Adjaye say yemududo na yewo Worcester hade Ken household name nipa dodo na enim no sense radio adwuma na oyebi mekai say Word FM me ba kroma afofro ono ena me of Antonia free so a ode me call Word FM ekoka kire no se na me radio Ghana ma me tumi ehye me radio adwuma se kra okrudium ha Ken you be a community say mududo na anim se osum community pa chese fa se yenye say may your money ade putting things together obono homoden he's a servant to this community na arehosem ni se de nyina yete ye no na yere afrimu ama ede asefem ene arehosem pa ena ede aba na enhyehyeye won aye ene se imse obeka ya yedini na otweda nanu ya na nhyehyɛ no ene se nyame ɛyɛ adoma ye nua bɛma Kena Asafo-Adjaye ene ye maame a wafrim ɛyɛ mama test ne nuanom enyina tenase a wan nhyehyɛ a afei na ye ba bɛyɛ ye maame test ɛyie na nhyehyɛ no sɛ de ye di kan aka na ye kɔso asi so ɛde ɛmamo no Saturday 11th September manwumre no wotwe kopem ahomenache donko 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. ena ye maame test Teresa Asafo-Adjaye so ayie no timoma ye nhye no so na wo kire se nyame aduma isan se we no funda ho no sei ne tie viewing no ye efiada anopa 9 a.m. to 12 noon 9 a.m. to 12 noon eno no ye Friday 10th September no ewo 233 Mill Street 233 Mill Street, Worcester, MA. Ho ena view no ebeko so SDA for sorry dan na wato no fro Mill Street no so no ho ena view no ebeko so na yakosie no awia 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. no ena ebeko akosie ye maame Teresa Asafo-Adjaye Hope Cemetery na eno so ede no na traditional final funeral rites na ye memenda no enhyehye no eni se ebeko akra ye maame fiada na memenda na yakotena se anom sikasa anwumre no wotwe kopem ahmenache donko 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. ene ebetena se ebeya ye no wo Shrewsbury Maroney's Park 52 South Maroney's Park hona ebetena se aye 52 South Queen Sigamon Ave Shrewsbury MA 01545 timoma ye nhya no so said ye tie no se owura Kena Asafo-Adjaye hu kan ye ofiri mu no ye beko akoye na yie memenda 11th na mu fiada na be view no chese se bi ya bibinti untumi ma view we ni bi now pese o join ya wa create Zoom ID for the funeral any Thanksgiving service ni na for viewing on Thanksgiving service Zoom ID ni 89233729962 8923372 9962 and a passcode near 063740 063740 se bia untumi ma view ni bia eno obetumi afa so na wahwe ne bekoso bia na eno so edie ebekoso so ewo eno Thanksgiving service no wache se eno no bekoso September 18th 2021 9:30 to 12:30 ewo 67 Vernon Street SDA Asafo se o pese o de bibibua ye nua be ma Kennedy Asafo-Adjaye bra akwa hu yihiem o yere afrim enye easy me pacho the cash app obetumi agi donation som na zeal na ne nyina no Ken Asafo-Adjaye na phone number no 508 414 9531 508 414 9531 eho na obetumi de donations so the Vazil so the fa cash app ni nyina no de fa wa ne nsabeka ye be friend so na ya damo ase Worcester for the nim samo beye eno nti ya pene mo dada nyame nhira mu nyina samo beye sa ama ayefefefe abusuan ha na adofo no kai bonso mo de brain no so ye de nyina be si ye de mo copies 1043 na the news no de atom so na me kai mu say nyame ya adoma ohima hati ebo no miensa empire mu a after news no obeba besum na ode Unity Gospel Hour dwumadie no so de abramo na eno so no mo amududo na mo akekam sa hatiwe no nyame adom afedi abrewa ayipuma kwam ama Mrs Honorable Alexander Kwesi Akwa ne yere misese ye wo MP yiri wo Unity Radio yenye ni paatwa ohima hati ene awie obeba na ode Unity Gospel Hour enso de abramo yede dwumadie ne isi ane asore so ne akopensu afa eminim yede asra kese ma Richway to school ono na ma yede nkrashe sem bro sanso na master danso ne Dan Auto Repairs yede weather report bro sports Big Olu na fe Ash Pharmacy na dwumeku from Samas Trading yede sports bro na yede politics no so Dr. Kwame Amponsa and Vernon Women's Health Services Rashida Financial Services na fe Danko African Market and KM Raf Roofing omonema yede bro na ebase yedi phone in segment no so edi ebro no dwumeku a friend say Anochi Trading any Anochi Cold Store Nabian Barbering Salon and so ebo enchidom na ebo enchidom na afi dwumeku a your friend say Gold Coast Catering Services, a taste of excellence. Almost eka hobi ena yede ebramo. Sabre there, we are crossing over the bridge to peace. 104.3 na yede news no atu amuso. Opo national many Ken Kalusha any Manucho Magandi and a Dijmedi Bramo. Yami Adma China ebesa any motion.
Na enzamfu from abla mine na be say yes cathedral